Hi everyone, this is Laurent
and Jared Scott,
and we are coming at you from the break zone. And today we've got a little treat for you. It is pre-release day. Hopefully everybody's excited. We've got Opus VI coming in, and thanks to Square Enix, we've been gifted a little treat that we'll share with everyone. Ta-da!
Oh my God! Look at that.
It's actually a lot shinier than you think.
So pretty.
You can't see, but it's actually foily.
It's the first time we get to have non-Dissidia art on the box, and it's beautiful.
Oh,
it's
and
very pretty.
Also, what's it called? It's white. So if you're OCD, like some of us,
it hurts my soul.
Yeah, the alternating between white and black has been shifted by this one. And,
you have to start a new row in your display because it does. You put them next to the Opus V box, and it's just gonna look wrong.
I'm gonna open it.
Yeah, but it's a very pretty looking box.
I'll just move the dice for now. The dice are there for autofocus, okay, guys? Just don't worry about it too much.
But they're on point. Those are pre-release dice.
They're real dice.
It's pre-release day. I mean, you know, we're just glad that we're getting sleeves now instead of dice. I mean, I'm sure that you all have been using the dice ever since that Opus 4 pre-release, though, right?
Not really. I forget them all the time. I have other people bring their own dice.
I want to see somebody bring like 10 of those for keeping track of power at an event. You know, like what they do with the 6-sided.
Really? Just like as little tokens, counters?
Yeah, exactly. It'd be like 9 plus 9K.
I think at this point, well, sorry, got a little dented during transportation. I guess it's hard for you guys to see, but it's kind of foily. Okay?
It's very, very pretty looking.
All right.
I'm guessing there's packs in here. Are there packs in here? Hey, yes, look, packs.
Yeah, there's packs. I've got packs for you guys.
Yeah.
They're actually shiny and foily. Hard to show you. Yeah, this is a 4K camera, but it can't catch all the shininess.
You know, nothing beats real life. You got to see these in real life. These are gorgeous.
It's got like a metallic shiny sheen to it.
Yeah, it's definitely not
really
not
nice.
the same type of white you're used to seeing from like Opus 1, 3, and 5.
I'm going to keep them a little bit off screen.
They're still here, we promise.
And I'm going to keep the dice here.
Yep.
Because they need to stay focused.
Yep.
Next to here. It's hard to see the word playmat otherwise. So I'm going to move this a little bit further out so that the lights can shine through
they can't even see it
properly. I know they can't see anything, but you know, it's a thought that counts.
We're going to explain what we're doing here.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of talking through what we're doing. I'm going to split it evenly so that Jared and I can both have an equal amount of fun.
We believe
you want to go
fairness.
first, or should I go first?
You know, we could alternate if you want. Either way.
Dude, alternating is going to take too long. Like, I think one person goes through.
I'll go second.
Okay,
start
fine,
us off,
fine,
sir.
fine. So I'm going to go with...
I'm a patient man.
Okay, so... well, I guess you say front left, top left. I remember this like hurting my hands when I did all those box openings for Opus 5.
Opening a case in one day is more difficult than it seems. I'm just saying.
I started having carpal tunnel syndrome.
Yeah, that's why I started using scissors. Scissors for opening the top of the pack. I know that it's like some people are like, oh, it's dangerous.
It's not dangerous.
Well, dangerous to the cards, not to us.
No, it's not. I mean, if you don't know what you're doing,
look, a dragoon. First card in the box is a dragoon.
All right. So in case you can't tell, 2-cost dragoon. Hold on. Oh crap. No. Okay, sorry. Windows is acting funny.
Yep.
2-cost dragoon. 5,000 power. Forward for each job dragoon and card name dragoon other than dragoon you control. Dragoon gets 2,000 power.
Try to say dragoon a few more times, but it's basically dragoon. Pugilist for dragoons.
Okay. Next up, we've got machinist.
New machinist.
New backup machinist. 2 earth and 1 of any color and dull. Put machinist in the break zone. Choose 1 forward of power 5,000 or less. Break it. That's even worse.
I'm not sure about that. That's
5,000
very
or less,
expensive.
Dude.
It's equivalent to 4 CP.
Okay. We've got Summoner. People have been talking about this card before. It's been spoiled.
Yeah.
For 1 colorless and Dole, put Summoner into the break zone. Choose up to 2 ice summons in your break zone. Add them to your hand.
Yeah. Do you like Mateus? Do you like Shiva? Do you want those back?
Ooh.
Hey, it's a goblin.
Yeah, it's a cute little goblin here.
Yeah.
Okay. For 0 until end of turn, Goblin also becomes a forward to 5,000 power. And when Goblin attacks, choose 1 forward, deal it 1,000 damage. You can only use this ability once per turn.
He's got a teeny little bomb he throws at people.
Including himself. Wow, this zooming in thing's not too bad when you get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Quetzalcoatl, yeah.
Quetzalcoatl. You get it.
That's the one that we've seen.
Summon. It's been spoiled, yeah. Summon, X Burst, choose 1 forward you control and 1 forward opponent controls until the end of the turn. The former gains plus 2,000 power,
Yeah.
and the latter loses 2,000 power. Yay, 4,000 power swing.
This is our first official reprint in a set here. This is a reprint of Evoker. No, right now, the next one in your pack.
Oh yes. I was like, I didn't.
No,
see
I'm
this
looking
card
ahead,
before.
looking to the future. This is an actual reprint. If you look at the bottom of the card, it actually has 2 collector numbers because it's a reprint of the Opus 1 Evoker. I'm sure it's probably going to fuel people's perhaps the conspiracy theories about whether or not we're going to get set rotation at some point. I don't know what to make of that, but that's interesting that you can look at the bottom and see that it does have the same collector number on there, and it's exactly the same card as Opus 1.
All right. Man, this is going to be a long video, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. We'll start to see some repeat cards, but let's keep going for now.
Cool. Okay, next up we've got Bard. You know what? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
look at that Bard.
Maybe I should have done that to all the cards, huh?
Well, we've been explaining it so far.
I'm going to try to be able to read it off the screen to
Yeah.
make sure that everybody can read it.
Oh, no, it's more discard.
They'll put Bard into the break zone. Each player discards 1 card from his or her hand. You can only use his ability during your turn. Should I have done that for the cards? Do you think I should pull them up so that people can get a good look? Fine, I'll do it.
I mean, if
people want to pause,
yeah,
go
some of
ahead and
these,
pause.
the ones we've seen spoiled, I think, probably are fine. But
they're not all spoiled.
Yeah, but that Juggernaut was the machinist. So what's cool about these? There's so many Final Fantasy 14 cards in this set, and anybody who's whether or not you're familiar, the generic jobs that are in here, like the machinist and the Bard we just saw a second ago, they have them in the iconic outfits from the Heavensward expansion. So it's specifically we're getting not just Heavensward characters like Estinian and Assail, but we're also getting new versions of the jobs in different gear.
Just in case you want to read the text.
Yep, and there's that.
Kidding.
You can see the collector number at the
part.
bottom, how it's got 2 of them, just like with the new alternate image promos.
Yeah, this camera was worth it, dude.
Yeah. And this Siren, this is a sexy card. Look at that.
Nothing too sad. Okay, 1 cost, Siren, EX Burst. Choose 1 water forward, gains plus, what does it say, 4?
4,000 power.
4,000
That's a stronger golem for water.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's got to be a water forward, but still, in a mono water deck, that's really
you know
good.
What? That's, oh man, that's
really good.
Yeah, we got a couple good cards here. Kasuza, another different one.
Yep.
Okay, 5 costs. When Kasuza enters the field, choose 1 dull forward. Do we even need to read it? They can read it themselves, right?
Yeah, one's been spoiled too, so it's not totally new.
All right.
That was in one of the Japanese magazines, I think.
Okay.
And Thornton was also spoiled. This is the one that can search for literally any card.
Yeah.
And then if you find a way to break it, you can get a card draw out of it, so that's kind of cool. That's a pretty Ramu right there.
That's exactly what you wanted to hear before. Oh, I'm a pretty man.
Look at that. Look, that beard is majestic.
Yeah, fine. 3 costs, Ramu, summon.
Oh my
Mobius. Modular again. Select
Yep.
up to 2 of the following actions.
Monster
Choose 1
hate.
monster, costs 2 or less, break it. Choose 1 forward, or costs 4 or less, dull it. Choose 1 active forward, delete 7,000 power. Ooh. And choose 1 lightning forward, it gains haste until another turn.
That's
the last one, not so much.
Yeah, but that card is gonna be that's very versatile.
Hey, look, hey. Everybody wanted to see her.
Look, it's the meme card. It's the
Type 0. Yay! Yeah. All right, let me put it back down. If a forward is dealt damage by fire summon, the damage is increased by 1,000 instead. When Vermilion Birdless Sea Katuna enters the field, you may search for 1 fire summon of cost 4 or less and cast it without paying the cost. If you do not cast it, put the summon into your break zone. Yeah, because really you want to just play it and not play anything.
Sure. Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's real smart of you.
There's some exciting new cards in there, and yeah, that Evoker is kind of interesting. I wonder if they also maybe did that for like limited purposes, like draft and sealed as other options.
Could be.
Maybe.
I don't know. Some people are expecting rotation, though. I'm not going to lie. I mean,
I know.
It would be kind of nice because in terms of not rotating sets, it kind of locks out new players from being able to catch up because, after a while you're going to like 6 sets, 7 sets, 9 sets, and, just imagine you're a new player. Like, oh man, I just heard about this game. Let me try it. Oh hey, you gotta get Shantoto. You gotta get Opus 2. Heck, you gotta get 1 card in each Opus, and unless you go by singles, you're not gonna be able to just like, collect any other way really. I mean, imagine people trying to collect from like 9 sets back. Hey, I know the first card's a new card because I haven't seen it before.
All right, nice.
Oh my god, it's so amazing looking.
Oh, that's good.
EX Burst.
Choco Mog. By the way, if you can't read that yet, that's Choco/Mog. Look at that.
So Mobius, okay?
Oh, it's just
search for 1 drop Chocobo or drop Moogle and add it to your hand.
Oh man, Chocobos are back.
And there's like Chocobo Bros too, right?
And it's an X-Burst too.
Hey, that looks familiar. There's the Dark Knight.
Oh yeah, so that's the new version. Oh dang, 9K power. If he receives damage increases by 4k, oh man.
So yeah, 2 Cactuar pings instead. That's what I'm going to say.
Most things died at 2 Cactuar pings, though.
That's a Shinra.
Yeah.
We've talked about before.
Yep. Searches for Gullwings.
So yeah, Gullwings is a thing.
Hey, look, it's a new ward.
It's a warrior. Pixelogia. FF8.
Yep.
4 cost 8k. The job warrior forwards. Other than warrior control, gain plus 2,000 power. Oh.
That's
like,
cool.
Is Warrior of Light a warrior? I believe so. The 2-drop.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
I can't remember if he's warrior or warrior of light. Templar.
He is warrior of light.
Yeah, isn't he?
No, wait.
I feel like one of them was just warrior.
No, his name is Warrior of Light.
Yeah.
But his job is warrior.
All right.
Okay. 4 cost Templar. Dole, choose 1 forward. During this turn, the next damage dealt to it is reduced by 2,000 instead.
That's interesting on a defensive level. I mean, he can block up to 9k, I guess, and not die.
Anybody that didn't get those foil summoners.
Yeah, but these foil summoners are different because they'll have 2 different collector numbers in the bottom.
Even
so
better.
It's distinct.
Even better.
And we did see White Mage somewhat recently as well.
White Mage.
Yeah.
Break zone, remove from the game. And put White Mage in the break zone. Put 1 card in your break zone. Remove from the game. Yep. Recursion Hate.
Look. This goes with our theme of our pack. More chocobos!
However they say it. I can't say that.
Que and work.
Yeah. Okay, when Chocobo enters the field, you may play 1 card named Chocobo from your hand onto the field. That's alright. It's been spoiled before. Hey, look, Zell, to go with our previous spoiler.
Yep.
Yeah, alright, here's Zell. 4-drop, 4k, haste, all that good stuff. When Zell enters the field, select one of the 2 following actions. Choose 1 forward, opponent controls. Deal damage equal to Zell's power. Choose 1 monster of cost 2 or less. Opponent controls, break it. Oh, hey.
This is Mushusu.
From Type 0 monster.
Yep.
Give that help to me. It's a Marduk. 1 Earth, 1 colorless. Put Mushu into the break zone. Oh, Mushusu into the break zone. Choose 1 dull forward, break it. It's been spoiled. It's been spoiled before.
Yeah.
Ooh, Leah.
By the way, I checked the Warrior of Light, the Fire and Water ones are both warriors. They're specifically warriors.
All right, Layla, and she is 4-drop, 3k. When she enters the field, choose 1 card named Viking of cost 3 or less from your break zone. Play onto the field.
Yeah, so if you play the 3 CP one, then you basically get a 2 CP rebate from playing that one. So you'll essentially end up with only 2 CP less than you started with, and you get 2 3k forwards on the field, one of which will give you another card draw when it dies. So.
And she is a pirate.
She is a pirate.
So she works with the...
Sky Pirates!
Not exactly Sky Pirate, but a pirate nonetheless. And hey! Everybody was talking about this card for a while. Spoiled Leo, 1-drop, 1k.
It's a legend. It's the first legend of this box.
Damn.
Try to hold back your disappointment buddy.
Yay. For each character other than Leo you control, gains plus 1,000 power. Backups you control can't produce CP of any element. So I think the reason why I'm a little disappointed with this card is because the way you use this card best is to make a key part of your deck. But if it's a key part of your deck, it seems so vulnerable that you're being pretty risky. But I guess if you're playing very aggressive, then it's different. Like if you play something like you're able to get your chaos or whatever, and then after that, like you play like a multicolored deck, then it would be good to unlock the rest of your cards if you use something like the Judges, like Gis. I've done that before with a Water Light deck. Then now if you dig deep enough into your deck, you're able to get Leo. Now you've unlocked the ability to just play pretty much anything you want.
Yeah, it's one of those cards that I think it's going to be interesting to see how people come up with the best ways to utilize it. Whether it's going to be a one-of in certain decks to help, or if it's going to be if people find ways to kind of keep it from getting wrecked. All right, first up, Kiros, who's a warrior, by the way. Yep, we'll get a bonus from the ward that we saw earlier. Yeah. Okay. And that's been spoiled before too. When Kiros enters the field, choose one forward you control other than Kiros. He gains plus 2,000 power until the end of the turn. If it is a category 8 forward, it also gains haste, first strike, brave until the end of turn. Yep. Well, but he's got to enter the field at the same time, so that's yeah. So the haste not as useful. That was a card of the week a couple weeks ago. All right. Next up, we've got 2-drop summoner standard unit with a little Garuda edgy. From Final Fantasy XIV. It's like a Quetzalcoatl or whatever. Yeah, it's actually a Garuda, believe it or not. Okay. Dole, put summon into the break zone. Cast a summon from your hand. Ooh, the cost required to cast it is reduced by 2. Huh. Yeah, so if you... Interesting. It's a way to break a backup if you want the backup slot, but then still get value for... You get 2 CP more value out of it, essentially. It cannot become 0. cannot become 0. But if you're casting,
Darn.
so you don't want to stack it with.
I was thinking Belias for a second. And I'm like, nope, not gonna happen.
No, I mean if you used it with like Kuchulain, even if you had the other unit out, you could essentially cast it for 1.
No, I can't. I can't find many times I want that to happen. Yeah, I'm not. I would rather put the other, the summoner that cancels summons instead of that. That seems a lot more worth it. Yeah. So next up we've got Summoner. Everybody's familiar with her.
Speaking of Summoner, yeah.
Next up we got Scholar.
Scholar we've seen as well.
Did we see already?
Yeah, that one's been spoiled.
2 Earth Dole, put Scholar into the break zone. Choose 1 Earth, summon your break zone, add to your hand. Not bad.
This next card was spoiled on the Spain stream.
Okay. I'm sure other cards will be spoiled along the way, but yes, we are recording this at midnight Australian time from Australia, guys.
That's why it got uploaded right at midnight, right?
Yep, of course. 12, maybe 12:01.
This is live, right?
This is live. When Dominion Legionnaire enters the field, you may search for 1 card named Dominion Legionary and add it to your hand. Dole and put Dominion Legionary into your break zone. Choose 1 attacking forward. You gain plus 1,000 power until the end of the turn.
It's kind of got the deep ground soldier thing going where it searches for itself, but the breakability leaves a bit to be desired, in my opinion.
Next up, we've got Geomancer. Standard unit, FFTA2. Ooh, a lot of FFTA2. Mm-hmm. 2 cost, Dole, and put Geomancer into the break zone. Choose 1 attacking forward. Deal it 4,000 power, or 4,000 damage. Huh. Not great.
It's an interesting way for trading up, but that's about it.
Oh, yeah, this has been spoiled.
Yep.
Okay. All right. 2-drop Black Mage. All right, back up. 3 Lightning, 3 of any color, Dole. Put Black Mage into the break zone. Choose 1 active forward, dealing 9,000 damage. So that's like a...
That is expensive.
9 cost, 9,000 damage to active forward.
Jesus. You're essentially paying the same amount as a 7 CP Odin, but just to deal 9,000 to an active forward. So it's...
All right.
That's
here's
pretty foil.
The Warrior foil. 5-drop, 9k. 1 Warrior attacks. Warrior gains plus 2,000 power until the end of the turn. Doesn't work with Ward, right?
No, because it's got to be Job Warrior, and this is just card name Warrior, unfortunately.
Oh. To anybody that was wondering about Fujin,
Raijin, and whoa! Okay. We got these back to back in the same pack. That's what we're reacting to.
That's like pretty fun.
Yep.
All right, 3-drop Fujin EX. Okay, Fusion. Just kidding. Disciplinary committee member from DFF8. X-Burst. When Fujin enters the field, you may search for 1 card named Cypher and add it to your hand. The card named Cypher you control gains first strike during your turn.
So they've got a thing going on here with Cypher that's kind of like... Cypher's the new Brandalus, basically. He's got two backups of a different element, though. I mean, well, one of them's a different element. But they give him effects when they're in play.
But the cool thing, though, is that there's multiple copies of Cypher already out.
Yes. Yeah.
So that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then next up is Raijin's been already spoiled. Okay. 2-drop backup. Disciplinary committee member. The card named Cypher you control gains haste. He has a special, Raijin special. Discard a copy of itself and Dole. Choose 1 active forward, deal it 8,000 damage. You can only use this ability if you control the card named Cypher and the card named Fujin. So this right now, I have 2.
This card.
I hope you like what you're seeing because that's a mat and this is another mat.
Yep, this is Matt.
6-drop AK.
Go ahead and read them and I'm going to talk about
it. All right. So FF11. The job Monk forwards and card name Monk forwards you control cannot become Dole from your opponent's summoning abilities.
So when Matt's on the field, all your monks are guys. Even the girls are guys.
When Matt enters the field, you may search for 1 job Monk or card name Monk and add to your hand.
Wow.
Right.
And he is a monk himself, by the way, so he also cannot become dull by your opponent's effects.
Yeah, so anybody that was worried about ice still being good...
wow.
Yeah, I mean, technically, so you still need 4 cards in your hand on your turn to be able to pull this off. You need him
and 3 others. Yeah, that's true.
So it's not that easy because there's a deck right now, it's called Turbo Discard, that tends to be discard a lot. But as long as you keep this card in your hand, you'll be able to come back on top. Unless you get, Mateus.
So what I find really interesting is that they changed this mat in the chapters version. He had one of the probably most controversial abilities, which was that when he came in, if he was in play, your opponent had to deal 1 extra damage to you in order to lose.
Oh, okay.
So they would have to get you to 8 damage if he was in play, and they obviously took that out for this version of him in the translation from chapters to this. But anybody who played 11, probably had their probably still has some PTSD over Matt. Hey, look, 06. I like it.
Guess what? Ta-da!
Yay!
I'm so happy. I love this one.
Yeah.
Has it been spoiled yet?
Yeah, it was a card of the week a while back.
Okay.
Yep. So
wow.
Yeah, it's a really good card.
4-drop AK. She's a Scion of the 7th Dawn. Ishtola cannot be broken by opposing summons or abilities that don't deal damage. If you control 3 or more job Scion of the 7th Dawn other than Ishtola gains Brave. When Ishtola attacks, choose 1 forward opponent controls. If you control 5 or more job Scion of the 7th Dawn other than Ishtola, deal it 8,000 damage. It's
so if you combine her with if you get her with Ida, who both get those attack effects that are based off of how many Scions you have, and because it's in Earth, you could always throw in Hashmal to make any of your non-Scion forwards into Scions.
You know, we're only 3 packs in, right?
Yeah. We'll start to see duplicates, but I'm sure people are looking forward to watching this, and when they looked at it, they're like, "Why is this video 2 hours long?"
I have no life. Oh, reminding me, when it's your turn, I'm gonna have to finish doing my laundry.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to do more. Look, it's Celeste. Distraction.
A new Celeste. Do you like Runic on the other Celeste? Guess what? We have new ones that you can use for that special in addition to what she does.
Okay, 2-drop 5k, Rune Knight. 2 Ice Celeste gains plus 3,000 power until end of turn. You can only use this ability once per turn.
So she just buffs herself. Yeah.
Yep. So she can become a 2-drop 8k technically if you pay 2 more ice.
Yep.
Okay. Next up we got Sahagin. And his job is Sahagin.
Yep.
He's a Sahagin from Theodorism. Okay, for 0 until end of turn, Sahagin also becomes a forward with 6,000 power, and when Sahagin attacks, draw 1 card, then discard 1 card from your hand. You can only use his ability once per turn. Wait.
So he gives you when he attacks, he basically gives you a cycling.
6,000 power though. Crap.
Yeah, it's. I didn't say it was great. That's just what he does.
Unless you Spice Million.
Spice Sicilian. Yeah.
Spice Sicilian. Oh, I don't even know that. Okay.
All right.
Next up, we've got a monk.
And we saw that there was monk support in here, so I think monk. Monk Tribal coming to be a thing here.
That's right. I heard people were saying Tribal might be a thing.
Yeah.
All right, 3-drop Monk, little duplicate sign. What do you call that? Generic or what?
I think multi. It's a multi-card symbol.
Multi-card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Multi-card.
Okay. All right, 3-drop 7k forward standard unit. Dull, put Monk into your break zone. Choose 1 dull forward. Deal it 7,000 power or damage.
So you have to break it to do so. It's kind of like it throws itself at a dull forward.
But oh no, yeah, you can't block and break. That wouldn't work.
8.
Next up, we've got 2-drop Astrologian. That looks really cool.
Yeah. The Astrologian outfits are just fantastic.
Yeah. All right. Duel, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a backup, add it to your hand. If it's not a backup, put it into your break
Interesting. That's an interesting gamble to get more card draws.
Yeah, but also be careful of getting milled because that's the thing.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got Militesi Quirrell.
They're really making us work on these names today.
Lesser Quirrell.
It's a lesser coral, yeah.
Okay, like a squirrel, but without the S. Okay, 0 until end of turn. Militesi Quirrell also becomes a forward with 5,000 power, and when Militesi Quirrell, or is it Militesi Quirrell?
Militesi Quirrell, I think.
Okay. Choose 1 forward, dull it. So it's like snow. You can only use this ability once per turn.
Yeah, it's another swamp monk, but it's a little bit bigger, or is it?
Also
is it
way
5K
more expensive.
Again?
It's 5k again.
That's 5k again.
And it's way more expensive.
But it costs 0 to activate it. So it's basically a swamp monk you don't have to pay for every time.
Yeah. Okay, next up we got Ward.
We saw Ward already.
Ward.
Yep.
Oh, did we see Ward already?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Skip on that.
I'm going to help you do
Zoo.
That. Zoo. We bought a zoo.
Yeah. All right. So monster type Zoo from Theodorism. 0 until end of turn. Zoo becomes a forward with 7,000 power, and when Zoo attacks, choose 1 backup you control activated. You can only use this ability once per turn. Huh. That's not, well, 4 drop though.
Well, like what's interesting is we're getting a lot of these monsters in this set that have the theme of costing nothing to turn them into a forward, which is different than the ones we had before now. Mm-hmm. So it's like you're paying more up front, but if you're in the long run, if you're gonna have several turns of turning them to a forward, you're saving on CP, and in that case, you're actually generating CP when it attacks. And yes, this card is very interesting. That's coming up here.
It's sexy.
It's a new Orisha Russia.
Russia. And a 2-drop, that's always something to be considered.
Yep.
She's an Arch Sorceress. And for 1 lightning and dual discard a summon. Search for 1 summon, add to your hand.
That's
awesome.
Brutal. I can think of some lightning players. Some lightning players are going to love the versatility of that.
7-drop Odin. Yeah. Turning into whatever you want, whenever you need to.
Yep. A 7-drop Odin turning into an Exodus, or turning into or even to a 4 CP Odin, or a Cyclops, or a Ramu, whatever.
And you could probably use it up with the 5-drop Lightning also, the Opus 3. And then so you get your 7-drop Odin in the break zone, turn it into something else, and then play the Lightning. Yeah. And then you do the whatever twin
Gestalt drive, yeah.
Gestaltian drive, whatever. Yep. All right, next up we've got Snow.
Yep, we've seen him too.
3-drop 7K. If you control a card named Sarah, gains plus 1,000 power. If you control a category 13 forward rather than Snow, he also gains 1,000 power.
So if your other Sarah is a forward, then he's automatically just plus 2,000 power.
So he's a 3-drop 9K.
He's like Noel. He likes to get power boosts from Sarah.
All right, and Draco Baltian from Type 0 and Type Draco Baltian. 1 water, 1 of any color. Put Draco Baltian into the break zone. Choose 1 forward opponent controls. Return it to its owner's hand.
It's an expensive Leviathan.
I'll call Leviathan. Oh, yeah. Hey!
And another card that we've seen, but it's still fantastic.
Yeah. Look at that
Estinian, so pretty. Look at that Azure Dragoon right there, even though he's lightning.
3 drops, 7K Dragoon. If you can only pay with CP produced by lightning backers to play Estinian from your hand onto the field. Haste and first strike.
Yeah, important distinction there. It has to be lightning backup, so the backup itself has to be lightning. You can't use Chaos or Cosmos, but you can use Shantoto because she actually is the elements when she enters the field.
What about Leo? Does Leo help?
No, because Leo makes it so they all produce whatever element, but they don't the cards don't become that element.
That's true. See,
it says it produces any CP, but the card itself does not become that element.
Yeah, I'm taking real good care of these cards, guys. I know you're hating me right now.
All right, last card in the back.
Next.
Oh, this goes with our theme too. It's a seed candidate. Seed candidate.
Yay! But is it good?
Well,
2-drop 5K.
Yep.
If your opponent has 2 cards or less in his or her hand, Squall gains haste and first strike.
Oh, I'm sure all the people who don't like mono ice are going to love that.
And if your opponent has no cards in his or her hand, Squall gains plus 3,000 power.
Yeah, so if they made you have 0 cards in your hand, then this Squall is 8K haste and first strike. Have fun with that.
Gesper, Buckaboo, Thaumaturge,
Sarah,
and Edward. It's an even cost. It's an even cost, so you could go full aggro and not care.
Yep. That's gonna be. We might be learning to hate that card.
And something to note: that is a mono art.
Yeah, yes.
That was meant to be a surprise, by the way. But look at that mono art.
Yeah, a mono art for 8, not what people expected. I think for the most part.
Yep. I don't think it was.
Especially because we have all these other 8 cards that are all picked Logica. So, so getting a mono art is actually outside of what we've seen for every other
That's really
Final
cool,
Fantasy 8 card.
I mean,
so far.
so artsy.
Oh yeah, his art is just gorgeous.
Okay. 4 packs.
4 packs.
It is very late, past midnight right now, guys. Australian time is.
But we're staying up for you guys, right?
Oh man, it's okay. Tomorrow's Saturday, right?
No, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. Today is Friday. We're past midnight. It's Friday now, right? Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Ninja, so pretty. Another 14 card.
I'm gonna kind of try to speed this up. Speak real quickly. Hopefully you can understand what I say. 2-drop Ninja backup. When Ninja enters the field, choose 1 damage forward, dealing 5,000 damage. Ooh, interesting.
It's a damaged forward though. I mean, it's like a backup that's it's a backup that is Onion Knight's effect.
All right, next up, 4-drop Gigas Monster Giant. 0 until end of turn. Gigas becomes a forward with 9,000 power, and when Gigas attacks, Gigas will not activate in your next active phase. You can only use this ability once per turn, and you can also use it with frickin' Layak.
You could just use him defensively so you don't have to dull him. Like if you use his ability, it doesn't matter if he doesn't activate
We got
next turn.
Layak. And
Yeah, if you have Layak, then yes.
Oh, look.
That's a
Salt Bae.
familiar person.
But not as hateful.
I feel like almost any effect on this will be useless because it's a card named Alcid, and so unless it's amazing, people probably won't play it. But
So 3-drop backup, when Alcid enters the field, choose 2 forwards, opponent controls, dull them. That's pretty good.
yeah, but it's a card named Alcid, so
Yeah, but if you don't play the full Alcid combo, this is the backup Shiva.
yeah.
This is a backup Shiva.
Yeah. We'll
I
see.
mean, you've got a Lua, and you've got a backup Shiva, and you've got maybe 5-drop Lulu.
We'll see.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, this
Raptor
one.
we've seen before.
Multi-card. 3-drop, 6k forward, standard unit, FFTA2. If you control a category FFTA2 forward other than Raptor gains plus 2,000 power.
Yeah, it's just a TA2 synergy.
Quetzalcoatl.
We've seen Quetzalcoatl.
You guys already know.
And Cactuar has been spoiled as
Cactuar's
well.
been spoiled. 4-drop, summon from Final Fantasy 8. Choose 1/4, deal 4,000 damage for each CP of a different element you pay to cast Cactuar.
So Leo works with that, with paying with different elements of CP. So
Oh,
you combine
man.
that, you can get Cactuar pretty dang big.
16k.
Yep.
If you play with all backups, 16k.
Well, if you yeah,
Invoker.
16k, yeah.
You don't even see that.
Yep.
Hey, look at that mug.
Sid,
Hey, what's
yeah.
up, guys?
You know who's happy to see you? Sid's happy to see you.
Yeah, I got a.
That's one of those dark foils, isn't it?
Yeah. It's one of the dark foils. So it's a foil. That's why it's a
Yeah.
little bit darker. 4-drop, backup, engineer from Final Fantasy 11. When Sid 11 enters the field, select one of the 2 following actions. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card among them to your hand. Put the rest of the cards into the break zone. All the forwards you control gain plus 3,000 power until the end of the turn.
Yep.
Wait,
Modular
I
stuff.
don't even know why I just said because I say it so quickly.
You didn't register. You
cards
just
deck.
read it out loud.
Oh, okay. So it's got a little bit of the what's the name Porum, but instead it goes to the break zone for the extra cards.
Yeah.
For the top 3.
Yeah.
And it's a backup also.
Or it's a small Gipple.
Mm-hmm. And otherwise 3,000 power Gipple.
Yep.
Yeah. But no EX.
Nope.
Oh, who doesn't love fire cards? I'm just kidding. Neil Bahamut. Don't you use your whole hand or something like that? You can only cast Neil
discard
Bahamut
all
to your main
hand.
phase. Choose 1/4, deal it 8,000 damage. Discard all your hand. Like, that's my hand.
I mean, that's the way to spite mono ice is to go. You know what? You can't discard my hand if I discard my hand.
I'll just take that Sid Alstein. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is a pretty
snaps.
card. So you know how Mobius has had some awesome art so far? Well, Mobius continues to have awesome art. Look at that Titan. Wow.
Yeah, it is pretty beefy. It's a beefcake. It doesn't have a type. Normally there's a type.
Oh,
there, right?
well, no, not for summons. Not
Really?
for summons. Yeah. See,
Oh,
the
okay,
Neo
okay,
Bahamut
okay.
doesn't. Yeah.
All right, so it's from Mobius 7. Is that 7? That's a
Yeah,
7.
7.
Okay, EX Burst, 5-drop. Ooh. X Burst, choose 1/4 you control and 1/4 opponent controls. The former gains plus 2,000 power until end of turn. Then the former deals damage equal to its power to the latter. So
it's a
graviton.
Roban. It's a Roban that gives you plus 2,000 power before you hit the other person.
it's a Graviton plus a Heka in one.
Well, but the Heka, they deal damage to each other. This one, only the former deals damage to the
Oh,
latter.
okay.
So that's why I said it's more like
Wow.
Roban. It's a summon that's a Roban and a... it's like a Roban and a Carbuncle, except it doesn't return to your hand, I guess. Or a Roban and a Graviton, if you want to think of it that way. But
Well, I guess.
either way, you get plus 2,000 power. So here's the brutal thing. You could attack with a forward and then use that to give them plus 2,000 power. Like, even if they got blocked or something, they got blocked and you're going to lose. You'd use that to get plus 2,000 power. You probably kill the blocker and you also kill something else.
Okay, this is
Like, Titan gets angry.
This card is okay. If Turbo Discard is no longer a thing or is manageable, this card is pretty insane
Yeah.
because you could do a 2 for 0.
Yeah. I mean, it costs 5, but you can get 2 kills out of it.
You
If
can
it's,
get 2
if you
kills
keep-
and your guy might actually survive that.
Yeah. It's,
That's
that's
insane.
interesting. Yeah. And it's X-Burst, too.
I mean, with the X-Burst, so I know that sometimes, when you got a Gapal of your X-Burst, you're like, oh, hey, sure, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But with this one, even if it was a last attacker, this one is still useful because hopefully your forward is going to be able to come over the top from getting that plus 2,000 power boost.
Also, this will work on a dull forward. Let's say they dulled you down, so you couldn't block, but you still have that forward out there. You give him plus 2,000 power and then have him hit something.
You mean like Turbo Discard?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, next up. Okay,
That's
we already did that.
Thornton again. Yeah, we will start to see more and more.
Thordon.
Thornton is an evil
And
dude.
I was okay.
Oh, it's our last card.
There's got to be
Wait
something
for
good,
it.
right?
Wait for it.
Oh,
Oh, look, we get a new hum.
He's a
Lesaford.
Magus. I don't even know what
Nice.
kind of race he is. 7-drop. Holy smokes!
I don't know, but he's got a Pinocchio nose going, man.
All right,
I
7
don't
drop.
trust that dude.
FFTA2 Magus. When Lesaford enters the field, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Play 1 win character of cost 5 or less among them onto the field. Return the other cards to the bottom of your deck in any order.
Wow.
Wow. 1 win, they'll put Lesaford into the break zone. Choose 1 forward. During this turn, the next damage it deals to a forward becomes 0 instead.
Yeah, it's defensive, but I'm not stoked on it.
Okay, so you could break it in order to make a forward deal no damage. So does that stop Lock? Because Lock needs to deal damage?
Well, I mean...
it wouldn't be smart.
Well, it says no. It says the next damage deals to a forward, not the next damage deals to you. So
That's
it's
true.
all it's going to do is you can use it to block with whatever you want, and the thing that attacked
You can stop
doesn't
a
do any
Titan.
damage. Yeah, you can stop a Titan. There
But
you
now
go.
you got to figure out like what's a good 5-drop win character. Because up to 5.
That's what
5
he's
drop.
doing. That's why he says hum. He's thinking right now.
Yeah,
He's trying to figure
but
out. I mean, if you're playing that in a
Kanesena,
mono win
maybe?
deck, Kanesena and Bart's.
Yeah, but even then, like hopefully some other 5-drop wins. I don't know. Like
Yeah,
that.
we'll see if anything pops up in this box here
All right.
that would
all
go
right.
along with that. If there's any synergy with that.
What was it? Pack number. Gosh. You know what? This is seriously like. This is seriously a treat for us, actually.
Big thanks to Square Enix for.
Yeah, thank you
for-
so much.
Yeah, we're having
flying
a
us
blast.
out to Australia for this. I mean, whew, we're on the land down there. It's a little warm out here in the summer.
Yep.
Evoker?
We don't need to talk about Evoker.
We don't need to talk about it.
Nope.
You guys know about it.
Nope. Evoker's like Fight Club.
Paladin. I'm just kidding. Paladin.
Paladin.
It's like Aladdin, but with a P. Okay, Final Fantasy 14 standard unit. 5-drop AK. If Paladin is dealt damage by forward, reduce the damage by 4,000 instead.
It is hard to kill that Paladin.
Hey,
He's
you know what?
expensive, though. He's so expensive.
You know what this says? It says, screw you, Dialuma. You're going to take this. If you want to take me out with a Cactuar,
if you
better
Dialuma
bust
Paladin, it just goes tink.
You're going to have to break that Cactuar to make
That's
this
interesting.
work.
It's super expensive, but
Yeah.
it's interesting.
All right, next up we've got Soldier, 3-drop 7k. Standard unit, FFTA2, 2 of any color. Soldier gains plus 1,000 power until the end of the turn. You can do that as many times as you want, though.
Yeah, I mean it's similar
doesn't
to
limit
the warrior that we got in Opus 2 that was only 5k, but you could pay 1 fire to give it 1,000. So I mean it's
Yeah,
more expensive
that's
this time, but you
not
can use
great.
any element. So I'm not sure I feel about that.
All right, next up we've got Scholar from Final Fantasy 14.
Look at that hat!
Nice.
Look at that hat right there.
Hey, I'm digging that hat and that. What was it called? The
That's
techno,
what are you
like
talking
what's it called? The style when it's like futuristic yet old school.
Yeah.
Oh well, anyways,
It'll come to
standard
me.
unit, Final Fantasy 14, one Scholar.
Steampunk.
There you go, it's steampunk, very steampunky. See, like
Yep.
reminds me of maybe a character from a different game, but I don't want to say it.
Okay.
When Scholar enters the field, choose 1 forward of cost 2 or less opponent controls, dull and freeze it.
Yep. Scholar nails.
I don't know about that,
It's only a cost 2 or less. That's not great.
but I guess aggro, I suppose.
Although
but-
Ice could use some cards that are less than stellar, though. Like I'm fine with that.
oh,
There's lock.
has that been spoilery?
Yeah,
so,
we've
right?
seen that lock. I think.
4-drop 7k. Treasure Hunter from Final Fantasy 6, Theater Rhythm. When log enters the field, reveal up the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 category 6 among them to your hand and return the other cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. Yes, we have seen this.
I
remember
think
it
we've
now.
seen it. Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we've got an Illusionist. 2-drop backup from Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2, standard unit. Dull put Illusionist into the break zone. Choose 1 forward. It must attack this turn if possible.
That's
Ooh.
interesting. That's really interesting.
Well, I don't know.
Because I mean, okay, what about? Oh well, you can't use it if the Emperor's in the field. Dang it.
Yeah.
What if they're
Emperor.
sitting? What if they're sitting with like their 2 CP Yuffie, like to make Vincent brave, and you're like, bring it, Yuffie, bring it.
I mean, you could play so many other things to break Yuffie instead. Like, what are you doing to yourself? Oh,
In
man.
Fire, you have a lot of options.
But
to
yeah,
kill-
maybe you
to
could
kill
do a
Yuffie.
repeat of the finals of what's it called? Of the Kansas City when the Emperor attacks.
No, because you can't do it because if the Emperor's on the field, you can't play
I know,
it.
but-
Yeah.
All right, next up we've got Chocobo's already been shown.
Yeah, we saw that
So don't
foil
worry about it
earlier.
too much.
Yep.
You can pause and read things anyways. Maybe I shouldn't even. Oh!
This is a
has been spoiled.
Moogle, Final Fantasy 11 Moogle. Yay!
Okay. 2-drop, backup, retrieve.
It searches for any card, but it's a special.
Yeah.
It's not an action ability. It's
I
a
think it's
special
worth it.
ability.
2-drop?
That's really cool. I like
two
that.
drop? I
Yeah,
freaking
searching
love it,
for
dude.
anything.
Like,
That's
heck
good. Yeah.
Because then you just dole it. And you could turn a card into anything. And you want initially
and
this
you could
card.
play, I love the Opus 2 Asura. And you could Asura to get the Moogle back to search again.
No, this card I think is really, really good.
Yeah.
Like, really good.
Hey, look, there's two
the same
of it.
pack, okay?
We can do the special in this pack only.
Yeah.
We could actually use that special.
Yeah.
What is it called again? Retrieve.
Retrieve.
Because in Final Fantasy 11, of course, they held all your inventory and everything.
This was spoiled recently.
Deep Burn, yep.
Yep, Vern. 1 cost, monster dragon type 0, 1 lightning, 1 colorless, put Divern into the break zone, choose 1 forward of cost 3 or less, break it.
Yeah.
So you're paying 3, technically 5 to break a forward, 3 in a card, pretty much, because you gotta use it itself.
Yeah, but that's like if saying that that Odin costs 6, you know, it's a similar thing. So.
I got something cute.
Yep.
It's adorable! Oh,
So adorbs! Look at all those bros!
Moogle
Moogle Bros! This has also been spoiled, but it's still an awesome
Okay.
card.
3-drop backup Moogle FFTCG. When Moogle Brothers enters the field, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 drop Moogle among them to your hand, and return the other cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. Dole and put Moogle Brothers into break zone. Play 1 drop Moogle of cost 2 or less from your hand onto the field. That's
seems...
a Moogle.
Yeah. Look, this pack is amazing for Moogles.
That's a Moogle.
We're looking...
Well, I don't know how I feel about playing this to play that and breaking this to break that.
Well, no, the point. I think the point is that you want to break it when you get another one in your hand to do the search again. I mean, you can't.
2 or less.
No. But I'm saying that you already have the new one, so you break it to play a different Moogle, and then you play, the other, so that we get the search or the potential search again.
Oh, I feel betrayed by this pack.
I know.
So
Look at
betrayed.
this. Yep. He just looks
dark.
like he's about to switch sides.
Yeah, you got a dragon hat.
Yeah, we've seen that card.
Okay.
But go ahead.
3-drop 9K Dragoon sounds great, doesn't it? Final Fantasy 4. When a dark forward your opponent when a dark forward of your opponent enters the field, your opponent gains control of Kane. When a dark forward you control is put from the field to the break zone, your opponent gains control of Kane. So you want to play dark forwards, or you want to break your opponent's dark forwards. And I think there's been an interaction when you use like Camelot, and after that turn into something else. And then things happen, right?
Yeah, he's part of the top 5 Final Fantasy betrayals, I'm fairly sure.
Is it?
Actually, he's probably all 5 of them, isn't he? Like, if he just did top 5 Final Fantasy betrayals, it was Kane. He betrayed you that many times in the same game.
All right. Goodness, this is going to overtime. Man, that Australian time is just messing with my head.
I know, right? I feel like I've got jet lag right now myself.
I gotta go back to work tomorrow anyways.
Yeah.
So I gotta fly real quick.
After the flight, yeah.
Yeah. All right, first up, we got Celis. Been there, done that.
Yep, talked about her.
Puja. So wasn't that kind of mentioned prior to the set?
Yes, Clady, Tryon, which is the king, he referenced that he makes both Clady and Puja, Destin. Destin is the king. Destin makes it so Tryon, which is his son, Puja, who's his other son, and then Clady, who's his daughter. They're all 1 CP less to play. So if you had Destin, who is a lightning backup in play, because if you're playing, for example, Lightning Water Knights, then this Puja would cost 1 less. He'd be 3 to put into play. And on top of that, you could actually reactivate him with Clady because he's a prince if you wanted.
Okay. And when it's experts, when Puja enters the field, you can search for 1 job prince and add it to your hand. I don't really like that card.
You could look for Gordon or I forget what other princes. I think maybe it's the only prince we have right now.
All right, next up we've got Raptor.
Yeah,
Been there, done that. Remember, you feel free to pause and rewind as needed to see the cards. Next up, we've got
more Dragoons.
4-drop AK, center unit, Final Fantasy 14. When Dragoon enters the field, choose 1 forward. He gains first strike until another turn.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's great. I mean, because that's be on a different forward other than himself. And
oh, look, is Green Brawn.
Sid Hayes.
Much cuter than Brawn, actually. 3-drop, X Burst, Engineer, Theater Rhythm, 3. X Burst. When Sid Hayes enters the field, you may search for 1 job center unit forward and add to your hand.
Yeah, he's pretty much just a cut and paste Brawn.
This card looks cool.
Chime.
So that's a 4-cost backup minister FFCC. If you control a card named Leo, the cost required to play Chime onto the field is reduced by 2, so it should be a 2-drop.
Yeah.
When Chime enters the field, choose 1 forward opponent controls. You may return 1 forward you control to its owner's hand. If you do so, return the chosen fortune to its hand. Oh, so you just replay
Viking
Leo.
time. It's Viking time again.
No, it's Leo. Leo's 1-drop. So if you have Leo and you have her, and you have an Earth CP to play Leo again, you can technically have a two. No, that's not.
I just like it with the Viking better because the Viking will give you a card draw when it leaves the field there. So you would get the card draw and send something back to the
I
opponent's
can't
hand.
say I'm loving this, but she's a common.
Yep.
So yeah. That's
Not every card's going to be game breaking.
Okay. Next up we've got Lock.
Yep, we
Talked
saw
about
Lock.
Lock before.
Yep.
Then we've got
Foily White Mage.
I think it's been spoiled before.
Which there's a specific name for her cane that I can't
2-drop
repeat here.
standard unit 14. What cane? What?
No, I'm not going to talk about it. But
Okay.
there's a colloquial name in 14 for the cane that she's using. Anybody who plays 14 probably knows
Okay.
what we're talking about.
When White Mage enters the field, choose one card in your opponent's break zone, remove it from the game. Yeah, one of any color. Put White Mage into the break zone. Choose one card in your opponent's break zone. Remove it from the game. We already talked about it.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yep.
Next up, we've got Snow.
Snow.
Already talked
We
about
talked
it.
about Snow.
Oh, Leviathan.
Leviathan.
Okay, 3-drop modular summon from Final Fantasy VII. I don't remember it looking like that in 7.
Well, no, look at that in Mobius. Just like
Yeah,
Titan
yeah.
didn't look like that in 7.
Select one of the 3 following actions. Choose one forward, return to its owner's hand. Choose one action ability, cancel its effect. During this turn, the forwards you control don't receive damage from summons.
Because fire is really out of control, and we need to make sure that we're countering it hard.
I don't know. Well, I guess the first one, but you might as well use a X-Burst Leviathan if you're
Yeah,
going to do that.
unless you
Action
really want
ability?
so many Leviathans that you use the 3 X-Burst ones from Opus 1 and then use this.
Ooh, that's a Cypher.
Yep, Cypher.
Okay. It's been spoiled before. 3-drop EX Burst 3K Seed Candidate from DFF 8. X Burst, when Cypher enters the field, you may search for one job which and add it to your hand. And last but not least, we got.
Oh, it's Kryl! Yay!
Oh, she looks
She's a
quite
Scion with a 7th Dawn, by the way.
Oh, I
That's
thought it was
really
the other-
important.
I thought it was the other Kryl.
No. This is a different Kryl. That's why it says Kryl 14 on it. Yeah.
Okay. Kryl 14.
Yeah.
From backup, 2-drop backup, Silent 7th Dawn from Final Fantasy 14. 1 Earth, 1 of any color, dull. Choose one forward you control. During this turn, it cannot be returned to its owner's hand by opponent's summons or abilities.
That's mildly interesting, but I'm just excited that she's another 2 CP backup that's a Scion, because that Scion deck, I gotta start building that. And now that Opus 6 is out, I can start building that.
That's true, because Opus 6 is out today.
Yeah. Or at least the pre-release is.
Yeah.
You can start trading for all these cards you didn't get yet. For the people who open up their pre-release packs.
Man, that's what I do. You know, we got a lot of packs to go, just to let you know.
Kryl is adorbs.
Are you sure we're going to make that flight back to Australia today?
I don't know, what time is it? How long do we have before it to be at the airport?
I don't know, man. I got to make sure I get back to work.
Yeah, we might need to get a black chocobo.
All right. Dragoon. Maybe get Ishtola to teleport us. Warrior. Multicard.
Yeah, see,
Scholar.
now we're reaching the point where we can fly through some of these.
Cactuar. It's been spoiled before, but I'll go over it.
Yep.
Colossus. 4-drop. Monster. Magic Armor type 0. 0 until end of turn. Colossus also becomes a forward with 7,000 power. And when Colossus attacks, it deal 1,000 damage to all forwards opponent controls. You can only use this ability once per turn. Works really well in conjunction with all the lightning effects that require
damaged forwards.
the damage forward.
Yep. Yeah, and it's another one of those monsters that is 0 to activate.
Okay. Dominion Legionary.
Yep.
Zoo.
And look at that. It's
Okay, who would have guessed?
Shiny
Another
Colossus.
It looks nice shiny though.
Metallic shiny Colossus.
Cornelia. What does it sound like a familiar name?
I think Cornelia is also the name of the planet, the home planet in Star Fox.
Okay.
I think that's what Cornelia is.
All right. By the way, Cornelia is a girl. It says so.
She's a girl. Yep. Just like the girl who forgot her name is also a girl.
Okay.
They can have a club with Barts.
From Final Fantasy 11, when Cornelia enters the field, all the forwards you control gain plus 1,000 power until end of turn. 1 fire and dull, return Cornelia to its owner's hand.
If you really want that 1k effect again, you can return to the hand. Or if you want the backup slot, I guess. But that's, yeah.
Seen that card before, but not here today.
Wingvern.
Okay, Wingvern. Monster Dragon, type 0. 1 win, 1 of any color. Put Wingfoot into the break zone. Choose one forward of power 9,000 or more. Break it. Oh, 9,000 or more. Ooh, for 4 and break. Ooh, that's kind of rough.
Take that, Shantoto.
Yeah, I'm not loving that. More like I guess you could say the Alexander effects when it's something big.
Yeah, it's the same as this. The Alexander summon there.
All right. Mughal Brothers. Already talked about it.
Them.
And ta-da-da.
Ding.
What is,
oh, watch your language.
Ooh,
more mono art. Look at that.
Shut your mouth. That is Laguna.
Just talking about Shaft.
3-drop 4K. That's a president. So Bartz is a president now. From Final Fantasy 8.
Yes,
When Laguna enters the field, you may search for one card named Squall added to your hand. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like playing a 1 CP for 4K, unless Squall is super important to your plan.
If you get the other Squall,
that
makes your opponent discard.
I know, yeah. Technically, you can do the synergy there.
And then after that, you
was that a hero or a legend?
That is a hero.
Hero, okay.
But if you do that and then suicide your Laguna and then play the other Laguna, then you don't freeze. That works actually, technically, in my opinion.
I don't know if anybody's going to be playing 5 CP Laguna anytime soon.
Oh, no. I mean this Laguna. So you use this Laguna.
Yeah.
You search the other Squall.
Yeah.
And after you play the other Squall, you don't mind suiciding this one.
Yeah.
Or using it in conjunction with other effects that deal damage.
Yeah.
And then after that, you play the 4-drop Laguna to don't freeze because you now comboed from one Laguna to a Squall. Okay. And the next time you get another Laguna, you play that one.
I thought you were talking about dealing damage to a dull forward, which is what the
Oh, no. That's the useless,
Yeah, like no one's playing that.
The 5-drop Squall and Laguna were massive failures in my opinion. I mean, they were just not as loved as others.
Yeah.
All right.
Perhaps in other formats other than constructed.
Paladin. Talked about it before. Oh, so cute. But I've already seen it before.
Still good, though.
Man, I love this camera. It does all the work for me. You should have seen me try to use the other cameras before. Alcid. Kind of cool. Ooh, K-Sith. We spoiled that in Toronto. Yeah, yes, I remember this card. Okay. K-Sith 14. 2-drop backup. It's a Watchman. Ooh, Final Fantasy 14. 2 Earth Dole. Put K-Sith 14 into the break zone. Choose one summon choosing a forward you control. Cancel its effect. Ooh, that's not bad. Yeah, I think that's not bad. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good against Diabolos, for example. Like
one of them, Heka sometimes.
Yeah.
We're trying to get a little funky with Heka, but okay. Next up,
we saw Astrologian.
Scholar we've seen before too. Black Mage we've seen also. That horrible 9-drop 9K.
Oh, look at that! A foil summoner.
All right, let's time to play Mono Ice. That's what it's telling me. Unless you want to see a Snow Giant who's also been spoiled.
Yep.
1-drop Snow Giant monster. That's a Snow Giant type 0. 1 Ice, put Snow Giant to the break zone. Choose one forward, dull, and freeze it. That's not bad.
Especially because if you're playing like Turbo Discard and you don't have a lot of backups, you can still play this with your 1 backup and then use its ability on the next turn. Hey, that looks familiar.
Looks familiar. Might have spoiled it with Jared, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
It's been about 2 weeks.
In Kansas City.
3-drop, X-Burst, Seed Candidate backup, Pictologia 8. X-Burst, when Selfie enters the field, you may search for 1-drop Seed Candidate forward and add it to your hand. We've already talked about the forwards. I'm not going to
go watch our other video about the reveal on this card if you want some in-depth discussion on it. Been
there, done that. Oh, okay.
Oh, what's the? Oh, the card.
Has it been spoiled?
Has not been spoiled as of before today in pre-release.
Or I might have missed it.
Yeah, it might have been.
So 5-drop AK X-Burst Dragoon forward from Final Fantasy 2. EX Burst, when required enters the field, you may search for 1 card named Scott, or 1 card named Minwoo, or 1 card named Joseph, and add it to your hand. Must block if possible.
Must block if possible. Oh, I don't know about that.
Well,
I mean, he searches and he's kind of like a 3 CP at that point, but must block. I mean, you better make him hasty and just start attacking.
Or have a special blocking power.
Yeah, that's interesting art on that one, too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if any of those guys are Earth. Because if they are, then you could play Earth with the EX Burst from Titan, and then you could do a good trade up.
I'm guessing Scott might be water or wind. We'll see.
Yeah, well, Minwoo is definitely water.
Min was
Joseph-
water, and then and
we'll see
Joseph's
Joseph.
ice. Joseph's ice.
For sure. What if he switched sides, just like Guy?
It could be.
Guy
Could
switched
be.
sides. Maybe some other guys picked.
Some other guy. I see
Some
what
other
you did
guy.
there.
Yeah. All right. Oh. All right. You guys seen this before?
Yep.
Gigas. Soldier. Summoner. Ooh, Illusionist. I think we've seen Illusionist.
Yeah, we did
already,
see
right?
Illusionist.
Geomancer. Did we see that too?
Yes, I think we did.
Okay.
Yeah, attacking 4, deal 4,000 damage. Yes, we did. This one we did
Oh,
not
no.
see yet.
This one. Shock Trooper. All right. 4-drop AK. Standard unit type 0. When Shock Trooper attacks, choose one forward opponent controls. Break it. And break Shock Trooper. Hey, you know what? That's not... Wait. Has to attack.
Has to attack.
If he doesn't attack... Actually, he's good against... If you're playing smaller guys. So, actually, Turbo Discard might like this card.
He's like an Odin, but without the restriction of being 4 or less, and he has to attack to finish. He's got to get the job done.
I mean, I'd rather have Mateus, but, you know...
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to stabilize and then later on kind of break through something, it's not too bad. Like he's on curve to block,
Yeah.
and at the point when we want to go on the offensive, you could go ahead and crack in. And
Yeah, the
just-
thing too with him is that once he attacks, it's all over. It doesn't choose himself or anything. So like if you break him after it's on his abilities on the stack, it's still gonna break the other forward.
Wait, what?
So like it says choose one forward opponent controls, break it, and break Shock Trooper. So like they can't once you attack, if his ability is on the stack, if they decide to like Leviathan the Shock Trooper or something, it's too late because it doesn't require him to be alive to do the break effect, is what I'm saying.
Next up we got Siren.
Regular Siren. We saw the foil one like first pack. And
Or
that's
Kree.
a foil Kryl. Ooh, look at those little cat ear hood.
I want one.
She's so good.
That looks cool though. It's an enema.
Emina.
Emina.
Make sure you say it correctly. Say it correctly.
Emina.
Emina.
Okay. 2-drop commanding officer type 0 backup. When Emina enters the field, choose one forward opponent controls, freeze it.
Oh, she's got the Celeste
Ooh.
effect.
And well, it's forward only though.
Okay.
2 ice, 2 of any color, dull, and put Emina into the break zone. Choose one dull forward, break it. You can only use this ability during your turn.
Oh, but yeah, she gets the extra break. I mean, that's one of those things that you know, later on, like you play her early because you need her for like building up your backups, but like later on, your opponent might forget that you can just boom break something.
This is pretty good because what happens is, okay, let's say your opponent, they attack. So it works best as like a combat mechanic. They attack, you play her for 2, they will freeze it. And then on the next turn, when they're still dull because it's frozen, you can break her. And now you will break that forward.
Yeah, I still like. Oh, it's gotta be a forward. Yeah, that's right. It can also buy you some time against if you're in I don't know the mirror matchup against another turbo discard. You know, buys you some time as far as freezing one of their early forwards.
Next up, we've got Ruby Dragon. I think we talked about it before, right?
Yeah, it's been spoiled too. I think we might not have talked
forward.
about it today, but
Okay. Yeah, I'll bring it back up again. All right. 2-drop multi-card Ruby Dragon monster.
Yeah.
It's a dragon from Final Fantasy VIII. 1 fire, 1 of any color. Put Ruby Dragon to the break zone. Choose 1 forward. Deal it 8,000 damage.
pretty straightforward.
Okay. Next up, we got Draco Baltian. Did we already talk about this? No. Okay, maybe not.
Maybe?
Monster Draco Baltian, type 0.
Yeah, I
water,
think we might have.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a Leviathan thing.
Yeah.
Last
What
one of the pack.
is the hero legend? It's Zidane.
Oh, wow. Did not expect that.
It's a new Zidane, who is a legend, by the way.
Oh, crap.
You can no longer just say Legends Zidane.
Darn it. Okay, so 4-drop 7k, Genome Forward from DFF 11. Zidane cannot be chosen by your opponent's abilities.
Yeah!
Oh, snap.
Another one of these wind cards that can't be chosen by abilities.
When your opponent discards a card from his or her hand due to your summons or abilities, choose one character, activate it. When Zidane attacks, your opponent reveals his or her hand. Choose one forward from their hand. Your opponent discards this. Oh my!
You can make them discard a forward every time he attacks. From their hand.
So you could Leviathan and make them discard
Oh,
things.
jeez. And you get a...
It can't be chosen by abilities.
Yeah, this guy...
Oh, I
this
gotta
might...
take a moment. Hold on. Let me bring this back up.
Just look at that.
Stupid.
Look
Okay?
at that card.
This is stupid. This is good. This is fun.
That's
This is fun.
That
might
might
4 summons out.
That might be a headache for some people. I mean, it costs 4, but like if you can pull either of those things off.
Oh my gosh! Woo. If you don't have a summon to take care of them, and they're able to clear the way, Leviathan or something, you know, like Wind Water, Leviathan, Chaos Walker, whatever, Walk over the Wheel. I don't know what else returns to hand. Oh, there was that other card that returned things to hand, like return yourself and something else.
Mm-hmm.
The start with a C or whatever. The Leo buddy.
Chime.
Remember the backup?
Chime.
Yeah, Chime. There you go. Damn, this Australian side is messing me up, man. We're taking a little while.
Yep.
But it's getting fast. Oh, actually, it's not getting faster. I just saw a cool card.
I know everybody likes to call it Glacia, to call it Doom Train.
This is the real
but guess
Doom
what?
Train.
Real Doom Train. You got to call it
Real
Glacia
deal.
now.
Real deal. 4-drop 7 from Final Fantasy 8. If your opponent has 1 card or less in his or her hand, the cost required to cast Doom Train is reduced by 2. Choose 1, duel forward, deal it 9,000 damage.
I think this actually might have been spoiled at some point, but yeah.
Might have been. Next up, we've got Warrior.
Yep.
Where you talked about Warrior.
Yep. We talked about Sahagin.
Sahagin. We talked about Sahagin.
Yep. We didn't talk about this yet, but we did talk about Neo Bahamut.
I don't even want to talk about this card.
You don't want to talk about this card?
Fine, we'll talk about it anyway.
Spoiled. It was spoiled.
Okay. 4-drop, summon Bahamut EX Burst from DFF. X Burst, choose 1 forward, deal it 10,000 damage. Bahamut deals you 1 point of damage. X Burst of cards put into the damage zone due to this damage cannot be used. I mean, if you're super aggro and somehow has 4, like...
You just don't care about taking
no.
damage.
I'm trying so hard to make this work. If you have Fang for some reason, and Caius gets you this Bahamut, and then you play it for 2 less.
I'm just gonna say, you know, the best use for that Bahamut is to discard it for Caius's ability. That's pretty much all that's useful for.
I just maybe if there's some kind of suicidal red thing, fire thing going on.
We'll see.
But it's alright. I've got a. So normally, I'm sure you're used to cats or dogs, but no. I've got a Pavlov's penguin.
Why am I suddenly hungry?
Why are you hungry from a penguin? You shouldn't be hungry.
Because I just feel like my mouth's watering.
Oh, ha. Just silly Pavlov. Alright. 2-drop backup penguin from FFCC. Dole, choose 1 category FFCC forward. It gains plus 1,000 power until end of turn.
That's Crystal Chronicles right there.
That's okay.
Yep. We talked about Sid Hayes.
Whoops, sorry. We got Sid Hayes.
Yeah.
Talked about him.
Yeah. Unless your memory's a little bit hazy.
Dragoon. Dragoon. Sorry, I talked about him too, I think.
Yep.
Ooh.
Foil time.
This is sexy.
Foil time.
This is me after a shower. That's what I look like, guys. You know, I might have not shaved like in a day or 2.
I don't know why he keeps armor around just when he gets out of the shower, and a sword.
Well, you gotta clean it.
Is that how you shave, with the sword?
Well, you gotta clean your armor, your sword, and then you kind of shave. He hasn't shaved yet. Right?
Yeah, and then after you're done, you know, halfway done, you gotta switch sides, right?
So it's funny though. There's a 1-drop Leo and a 1-drop Leon.
Yep.
All right. 1-drop AK. Sounds awesome, doesn't it? 4, that's a Rebel from Final Fantasy 2. When Leon enters the field, your opponent gains control of Leon. When a category 2 character of your opponent enters the field, your opponent gains control of Leon. So, yeah, questionable at best. Unless you have a lot of category 2 characters for some reason. And the problem is, if it becomes popular to play category 2, then Leon becomes almost useless. If it's not popular, then you can get away with it though. And I mean, it's tough. I mean, if you have a cheap backup that works with it, maybe.
I mean, he does what he wants. He's a rebel.
Ooh.
We have not gotten any gull wings yet. Guess what? It's a gull wing.
It's a gull wing.
Yeah.
3-drop Riku 7K. Forward gull wing from Final Fantasy X. The jump going forwards you control cannot be chosen by your opponent's abilities. Escape with... so discard a copy of herself. Remove Riku from the battle. You can only use this ability when Riku is in battle.
Yep, so if they did a
Matthias.
Well, it's, any combat trick that's going to wreck you, Riku just like bounces. She's like, you know what? You're good here. I'm going to head off.
Yep, we spoiled this card before at E3.
Was that
that was at E3.
No, is it E3? Okay.
Yeah, the breakdown.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, okay. 5-drop summon, Hades from Mobius.
7.
7. Yeah, my The Australian air is messing up with my eyes. Alright? Choose one dull forward, break it. The owner of this forward discards one card from his or her hand. I kind of like it. Like, the attack. Okay, maybe not against Riku.
It's expensive.
Maybe not against Riku, but...
Well, she can be chosen by summons.
You break a forward, and then you discard a card from your opponent's hand. So most people don't want to play cards before they attack. We saw that when somebody... It happened. Sometimes
Yeah.
And so usually people will draw their card, will attack first, unless they need an ability for that specific combat.
Yep.
And then they'll play their cards. So with Hades, yes, it is expensive, but if you break a 4-drop forward with it, you got your money back and then some.
Yeah, it's just too expensive for me personally. But
I think it's kind of cool.
Knock yourself out.
Already talked about Raijin. Ain't no Fujin, but it's a Raijin. Nope. And last but not least,
it's Leon.
Oh, goodness.
So if you play your own Leon after your opponent's Leon's in play, everybody keeps their Leons because they can't switch sides.
I hate myself right now. I have the pack that just gives my opponent an AK. This is ridiculous. I don't want this.
I think if I'm playing Earth and they play a 2-card to get their Leon back from me, I'm just going to Hecaton care before that goes off. I'm going to have Leon hit their own dude.
I'm just going to sacrifice my Leon to a random thing. I don't even know. Like, can you sacrifice your 4? I'll play Chaos, Feral Chaos. Alright. Paladin, been done. Monk, been done, right?
Yep. Okay. Here's a new one, though. Look at that speech bubble right there.
I'm just getting Ewan.
Yep.
Alright, 3-drop 5k, it's a Nightfall, FFTA2, ... If your opponent controls 3 or more forwards, Ewan gets haste, and Ewan cannot be blocked. Ooh!
Yeah.
Hey, if you give them a Leon.
You know what you say to your opponent when they get the 7th point of damage on you?
Like, I'm getting Ewan?
You win.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna it's been done. We're gonna walk through this a little bit.
Oh, we got 2 of these backups in a row. 2 in a row.
Been done. Gosh, I can't even look at you right now, Jared. No, you.
Australia brings out the worst in me. I'm sorry.
All right, Hades.
Shiny Hades. You might not be able to tell much, but it's actually better ones on the map.
Sid.
Mog. Moogle.
Or Moogle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, that's new.
Huyurg. Oh, it's a warrior. 5-drop EX, 7k. Warrior from FFTCG. EX burst. When Huyurn enters the field, you may search for 1-drop warrior added to your hand. If you control a card named Leo, Huyurn gains plus 1,000 power and brave. 5-drop 4k. No, that's just too much work.
That's a Huyurg right there. That's a
Huyurg. It's a huge amount of work to get that done. Hey, well, we know Scott's
hey, I said water or wind, didn't I?
Yeah.
And he's a prince. He's a prince.
I don't know how I feel about princes. All right, cool. 3-drop 4k prince from Final Fantasy 2. For each backup you control, Scott gains plus 1,000 power.
He's got knight ability.
If you control card named Hilda and card named Gordon, you wait. If you control card named Hilda, Scott and card named Gordon, you control gains brave.
No, so it's That's if you control him and Hilda, then your Gordon gains brave, basically.
Okay. No, Scott and Gordon gain brave.
Oh, okay, I see what. Yeah.
So
it's
you just need Hilda.
Strange wording. Yeah, Hilda will give both of them brave.
To have all the princes get brave. Just kidding. Just
those
Gordon
two. Those two. Yeah.
Are they related?
Yes, they're brothers.
Okay, I might have skipped that one. Okay. Hey, you get me on tactics. That's what I get. All right. Oh God.
Look how many packs there are. But we're running out of like commons and rares that are new. Yeah. So
Australian packs feel like it takes longer to open.
Everything's more difficult down under.
Yeah. All right. Gigas. Get you in.
I'm just kidding. All you Australian players are awesome. And New Zealand.
All right. Sahagin. Templar.
Templar.
Summoner. Oh, I wonder how long the camera's going to last.
We are working that autofocus.
White Mage. We'll try to speed up.
Hey, this is relevant. We were just talking about Scott, and look at that.
Shizzle.
That's a Mora mono art, by the way.
She's got the Emperor hat.
She does have the Emperor hat.
And she's from Final Fantasy 2. Is she related to the Emperor? She's a princess. I'm just kidding. All right. 6-drop backup. Princess from Final Fantasy 2. When Hilda enters the field, draw 1 card for each forward you control. You can only draw up to 4 cards with this ability.
That's amazing. That's so good.
Is it so good?
Yeah, if you have at least 2 forwards in play, you're going to draw 2 more back anyway.
No, I'm
it's good for cycling, right?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of the math behind it. I mean, it would take 3 to make her worth it. So you need to overextend to 3, then you need to have about 2 backups at least to get it back. Like, that's so, but like maybe if you're rushing out, I don't know. Maybe if you did some kind of chocobo thing, maybe.
I like her.
So. All right, next up we got Snow. Selfie.
Oh, here's a new one.
Echo.
New Echo.
I think it's been spoiled.
I think maybe. Yeah. I think no. It was Kageyama-san. He shared it without the text at first, and we might have got the text eventually, but he shared it with just the image and the job.
Oh no, it did get spoiled all the way.
Yeah,
I remember now.
But at first it was just the image.
Okay, 3-drop backup summoner from DFF 9. If you have cast a summon this turn, the cost required to play Echo onto the field reduced by 2. It cannot become 0. Jewel, discard a copy of yourself and duel. Search for 1 summon added to your hand.
I think people like the other Echo abilities better.
Oh, that's just like, even if you play a lot of cheap summons, you need at least even if you play 1 cost summons, you need to have 2 backups in play before you play her.
Yep.
And then when you get more copies of her, which you probably don't really want to do, that's like a mid-game play, then you're slowing yourself down. Like, unless you're completely centered around summons, the summons are completely broken, then maybe.
Mm-hmm. But
really, I don't think it's... Yeah. I'm very iffy on that.
All right, last card is... Oh, we saw Arisha. Yep.
That's a
hero. Yep.
Well, she's good, though.
She is good.
Okay,
she is good.
No wonder I thought she was so good. Wow,
yeah.
So good.
Search for a summon.
She's a hero. That's
or
why.
discarding a summon, search for a summon. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is really great to cycle those 7 CP Odins.
She looks better foil. I'm not gonna lie. I have foil fever. Yes, Maxwell Williams. I too like foils.
He's got a fever, and the only cure is more foils.
And cowbells.
Yeah.
Gotta love cowbells.
Foil cowbell, though, right?
Australian cowbells.
Australian foil cowbells?
Yeah, they're pretty shiny. All right. We're getting pretty fast now, huh? Paladin. Celis. Raptor. Multicard. Dark Knight. Also multicard.
Come on, but there we go.
There we go. Poor camera. All right, Geomancer. Black Mage. Think that.
Yeah, Matt. Oh, it's a foil Matt. Yeah.
Yeah, my Matt underneath it is not foil, but this Matt is foil. All right, we got a Riku.
Should we get a Matt signed by Okamoto?
Only if it's Dragoon. Only if it's a Singapore.
Well, that's the thing about Matt. If you played 11, Matt actually kind of was every job. He's only a monk on this because he was a monk no matter what. But he was a Dragoon sometimes.
And last but not least, Borgin.
He's a captain.
Well, I guess Bart's the captain now.
You and the captain make it happen.
All right. 1-drop, 3K, forward captain, Final Fantasy 2. When Borgin is put from the field to the break zone, your opponent discards 1 card from his or her hand.
Oh, so the Mono Ice is going to attack with him and be like, go ahead, block him and kill him. Do it.
Well, it's not even just a kill him. It's the fact that if you also have Mateus, then you can just kind of bluff him out endlessly. It's pretty stupid.
That's ugly for 1 CP.
Well, I mean, if you have no cards in hand, though, you'll block it.
That's fair. That's very fair.
So it depends. You want them to have some cards, but not too many cards.
But also, it's just a way to get another cheap body out there so that when they have nothing to block with, he just runs straight through for damage.
When you Genesis.
That's brutal. Yeah. Sid Alstein, their only forward. Yeah.
Hashtag ban Genesis. I'm just kidding. I'm not into the banning of cards, personally. Dragoon. Goblin.
Gobby.
Scholar. Astrologian.
Militesi Coral. Ward. Zoo time.
Zoo. Machinist.
Foil machinist. With that gun.
Is that one card? Yes. Snow Giant. God. We're not even halfway through, guys.
Yeah, it's getting faster the longer we go, though.
Layla, sorry.
And last card is Ajido Marujido, because the Taru Taru rebellion continues here after Star
I know
Sybil.
exactly how to say that.
Yep.
AM.
A-M.
5-drop A-M. Backup Mage, Final Fantasy 11. When Ajido Marujido enters the field, select one of the two following actions. Cast one summon from your hand without paying the cost. Choose up to 2 summons in your break zone, add them to your hand. That's great, actually, personally. It's been spoiled before.
Yeah.
I think it's a good card.
Yep.
Being able to play things for free. Like, I don't know if you're going to go Titan, but even just Heka, maybe not really.
Earth Fire, start putting those 9 CP
No, but
Odins or Bahamut's. Actually, I'd probably rather do it with Raiden, to be honest.
I would mostly...
Earth Lightning.
I'm not even going to go with that. I think the best way to play it out is to go back mid-late game, play this card, get 2 Hekas, and just like tear your opponent
Go wild with Heka.
Yeah, Heka is such an amazing card. I love that card. I need more of that card foil. I have one.
2 to go.
Yeah, supposedly. Warrior. Chocobo Mog. Alcid. Shinra. I wonder how many people are just going to pause and like take screenshots and try to make a collection out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Those darn Australians.
Don't say that. We're still in their country, man.
Yeah,
we got to get out of here first.
Fine. It's true. Shoot. So it's still midnight. I can't get on the flight yet.
Yep.
I did check in though. They can't uncheck me, can they?
Maybe. You gotta check yourself.
Estinian. Titan. This is a card I think. Sid.
Sid from 2, which is a backup. We were talking about needing more 2 cards for Leon to make sure you get him back. This is another backup.
Wow.
Who searches for backups it cost 1. Okay, all right. It's a little more in control than I thought it was.
But so what people do with Flan and getting backups, getting cards out of your deck with Flan, you can now do with Sid.
He generates CP for you, essentially. I mean, not in addition to the fact that he would generate 1 anyway, but if you dull for 1 and get the backup out of your deck, you've now gotten 2 CP worth of value out of it, even though you only dulled 1 character to do so. Then, while thinning out your deck of backups that you don't want to draw.
But that means
or you do, possibly, at that
point. But that
point,
also means you're playing Evokers and Summoners on a lot of them.
Hey, it's
a decent amount of them. So I don't know how I feel about
Japanese meta right there.
Mono wind. I mean, maybe not. I'm still thinking about it. I think it has.
It's a thinker.
Some value.
It's a thinker.
It can bring some value.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Now, if only he searched for a forward of cost 1, then he could grab Leon with him.
My pack opening muscles are getting sore.
It's a good thing. I'm about to relieve you here.
The Australian heat is getting to my joints.
You know, at this point in time, it's winter in Australia.
Is it winter?
Yeah.
It's still hot. All right. Summoner. Real Doom Train.
Yep. Doom.
Lock. Illusionist. Chocobo. Colossus.
Ooh.
Foil El Presidente.
El Presidente. Emina.
Echo. The Vern is very deep.
Deep Vern.
And ta-da!
Garland.
Okay, 5-drop 9k forward knight DFF1. If you control a job princess, the job knight forwards you control gains brave, including Garland. So 2 specials. First one being Blaze, discard a copy of itself, and 1 fire CP. Choose 1 forward, deal it 7,000 damage. And the other one is Round Edge. For discard a copy of itself, 2 fire and 1 of any element. Choose 1 forward, break it. Deal 5,000 damage to all forward your opponent controls. So yeah, that Round Edge is good.
I like that. Round Edge is very nice.
Rondage is good.
Yep.
I don't know how many Garlands you want to play in the deck. I don't know how many Princesses you want to play, but if you play, I don't know, like Ash and
Garland. It says Job Princess, so that Hilda that you don't like could...
I still say Ash. Love Ash.
No, but yes, so a princess is a backup, or Clady. I think Clady's a princess.
Okay.
So she's already, in the night deck all the time, so...
Alright.
The synergy there is good. The only problem is
I
that he's a
wonder
fire
if
card.
people can really see how shiny this is.
I don't think so.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, looking at it on the screen versus real life, it doesn't,
Yeah, it's got a nice metallic sheen.
Doesn't do it justice.
I think maybe I have, like, the lights too bright here. like, we've got Australian suns all up in here.
It's like Tadwin over here.
Yeah. It's like, is there like a Final Fantasy with multiple suns?
Well, Final Fantasy 14 used to have multiple moons, and we saw how that turned out.
Yeah, you don't want multiple... Technically, a sun is a moon, but a moon is not a sun. Right? No, wait.
I don't think that's how it works.
The sun is a star. Or whatever.
But no.
Whatever.
I'm just going to let that one go.
Prince, not even a princess.
Yeah.
Chime,
the artist formerly known as Puja.
Bard. Did we see Bard? No, I don't think we see Bard.
Yeah, we saw Bard. We talked about Bard. Yep.
Let me see.
Yeah, discards cards.
Okay.
Because he's ice. That's what happens.
Evoker. Oh, Ingus. The cute little guy. Siren. Verni Deep.
Yep.
Ruby Dragon. I know we didn't talk about this one yet. Diablos, not Diabolos.
Yep.
It's Diablos.
No extra O's this time around.
3-cost summon from Final Fantasy VIII. Choose one forward. Its power becomes 4,000 until the end of the turn. Draw a card. So yeah, that can be pretty good if you're playing more defensively, I guess you could say, with some smaller forwards that have cool abilities that keep them alive. Diablos is going to turn your opposing forwards into little guys or little things.
I still want to use it to make one of my 1K forwards be 4K and just surprise someone.
Don't even bother.
It's all about the surprise.
Only not even. Okay, 3-drop Epitaph. That's a backup. That's a king from FFCC. If when Epitaph enters the field, you may search for one category FFCC forward and add to your hand.
Yep. Have fun with the Crystal Chronicles
Mira?
decks, guys. Yeah, Mira and Leo.
Leo.
And any of these other Crystal Chronicles characters that we've gotten. And this set has got several.
Yeah, but some of them are backups, right? Like she's.
Chime's a backup, but forwards, it's like Leo and Mira. And
not a Light Lord. It's a Dark Lord.
Dark Lord.
3-drop 8K King FFTC. When Dark Lord enters the field, remove the top 10 cards of your deck from the game at the beginning of your attack phase. Choose one forward, deal it 3,000 damage. Nope. Nope.
Not happening.
Choose up to 1 forward, deal it 3. Like it's not even
top 10 stupid moves. Play Dark Lord and then sacrifice your Ishtola to cancel the 10 card mill.
That's just okay.
It's just dumb.
It doesn't even have haste or anything. Like, okay, if you give me haste, first strike, 9K, 3-drop with those effects, then I'd consider it.
Yeah, then it would.
But not like this.
Yeah,
not like this. All right, we're gonna
relieve your tired hands.
God, the Australian winter-summer solstice thing that's going on here is just killing me.
You guys no idea what the weather is like over here.
I don't. It's the night is a dark time for me.
Are you saying it's a dark night?
Yeah, it's a dark night.
It's a dark night.
An Australian dark night.
Yeah.
All right, we're halfway through the second stack.
More packs.
In case you guys are trying to do keep track of West what, then yeah.
Yep.
We're on pack number, 19?
19.
Goodness.
If I can get this open.
Told you it's hard.
All right. I think you all have seen enough of some of these cards that we've already shown you, so I'm going to find the right spot here.
Okay.
We don't need to necessarily go over.
Fine. I guess I've been pulling up the cards too much. Probably shouldn't have done that.
You can always check back on those. All right, but for the foil, we can take a nice look at.
Check how much battery's left in the camera. I don't even.
Shiny Echo there.
As long as it's still.
We had not seen this one yet. It's been spoiled, but if I get the right angle here, Isail. So Lady Iceheart searches for any ice forward. It's Ice's Marlwib. And here's another rare that we haven't seen yet, Ultimisha, which is a witch Ultimate, or since she's a witch, that means she's searchable with the new Cipher. She has
No,
ability.
Cypher controls. I don't think it searches. Does he search? Oh no, he searches.
No,
That's
he
right.
searches.
Okay.
So you can see she's got dull 3 active forwards and choose 1 forward and dull it. I'm not sure about that. And then she has a special, which is Knight's Arrow. It's an S and 1 water CP. Choose 2 forwards, dull the first, and activate the second. Interesting.
Wait, what? Choose 2 forward.
Choose 2 forwards, you dull the first forward and activate the second forward. So you get to dull your, presumably, dull your opponent's forward and then activate your own. And look at this. This is the Cipher pack because we've also got an Adia. And when we did our spoiler for Selfie, and we were talking about searching for Cipher and that he could search for witches, we said that we expected there was possibly a new Ultimecia and a new Adia. We got both of them in the same pack here.
Wow.
So she's a still 4 CP backup. Let's see if it's worth it. She's also a witch. Put Adia into the break zone. Choose 1 job witch in your break zone. Play it onto the field. You can only use this ability during your turn. She could get the forward Adia.
Well, choose 1 witch in your break zone. Put into
so you can choose the forward Adia
during your turn.
Break her, and then basically turn her into the forward and break a 4 CP or less if you're in mono lightning.
She's good.
So yeah, that's it. Because you never want the other Adia in play early anyway, so you could play this one early. But she's 4 is the problem. She's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see on that.
I think she's still pretty good.
All right, this is another card that was spoiled.
It's awesome.
Shuyin. Oh, Shuyin. Who's got Len on the card there, but it's not Len. So yeah, when
that's not Len.
That is Len, but I'm just saying that the card is not titled Len.
I was about to say, dude,
there were some people who there's some people who thought this card was a combination because it was in Japanese, so they couldn't see that. Yeah. They thought it was a Shuyin / Len card because there were some later cards in chapters that were actually 2 characters in one.
It's not that's not even a real card.
It's an illusion, yeah. Choose 1 forward with a power inferior to Shuyin's. You gain control of that forward until the end of the turn.
You could put it down. You could just read something. You can make it easy for you to read.
I'm giving them a chance. It's a card we didn't see yet.
They can pause to look at it.
So, I think it's hard to take advantage of that effect. It's 5 CP, and unless you're gonna do something with like dealing damage, Amaranth or Heka or Kefka, I don't know.
3-drop delete. It's just too much work. It's not worth. It's not great.
It's hard to get value out of that.
Because you can't even attack within the turn he comes into play.
Yeah, I think the rules they've stated is that it doesn't
give you haste.
It's entering your field. Like it's not like it's been on the field. It enters your field.
Yeah.
I guess technically, then when it goes back to the control of your opponent, they can attack with it that turn. Okay. But again, not great value.
Is that still from the short stack?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we're just keeping it in order.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
For those of you keeping track and want to know what.
Yeah, people like to
map. They like to map things out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of mapping. Personally, if I opened a box at a store, I would shuffle around the packs because that's like randomization only goes so far.
Okay.
So.
Machinist, Evoker, Summoner we talked about.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got it.
Monk, Templar. There's that Shock Trooper again. Evoker, and here's a card that was spoiled also at Spain, and this is a pretty foil. Mm-hmm. Oh man, if I can get this to just there we go. Hraesvelgr, the Light Dragon. So 9k there. He's one of these modular forwards. Has 3 abilities when he enters. You can either make your opponent skip their next attack phase, but then you have to mill yourself 5, remove 5 cards from the game, actually. Or choose 1 character from the break zone, put it in your hand, or you remove all cards in your opponent's break zone from the game. It's possibly a bit too expensive, but Hraesvelgr is an awesome character, and this card is very, very pretty in the foil version. So, hope you enjoyed that there. We have Neo Bahamut again. All right. Pain also had been spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, focus. There we go. So your forward Gull Wings can't be chosen by your opponent's summons. It's the matching card to Riku, so if you have both of them in play, then your Gull Wings can't be targeted by literally everything your opponent has. And then she has a special, which is Assault. It's an S and a Wind CP. All of your Gull Wings gain haste until the end of the turn. I'm not sure how useful that is if you're using the new Yuna that puts 1 into play. Like if you put Pain into play and had another one in your hand, I guess it's useful. Or if you put Yuna and Riku into play, but you already had Pain, then maybe there's that. But I'm not so sure. And then Matt again, and here's our last card in the pack, which is Spiritus.
Not an alcohol.
Yeah.
We're in Australia, but it's not a...
This card, or this, I'm not the master at
Let me see.
keeping us. There we go. All right, I'll go for that height next time. So
So you kind of got to center it out.
yeah. All right. So yeah, he's got that searches for a dark character. You can have more than one dark character on the field. So it's similar effect to Chaos, and very importantly, you can't dull it for any CP like Chaos, but it also gets a search in there, and it's a god.
So it's just forwards only though.
Dark character.
Forward.
Well, it says you can search for another dark character. Oh no, sorry. No, it says yeah, search for dark forward. Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise I would totally get a Chaos with it. No, for like why not?
That's true. That's true.
It would just be insane.
Okay.
Yeah.
That race.
Yeah, I thought about it.
So pretty.
You have to go Spiritus Cam Chaos, which makes it much slower. If you could do Spiritus Chaos, that'd just be insane.
That would be ugly.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. I mean, then again, Spiritus can't give you any color that you want.
Yeah.
But being able to fetch Chaos off of something so cheap would be awesome. Like, you get 2 backups that quickly? Heck yeah. Machinist. Doom Train.
Another Summoner. Another Geomancer. Shock Trooper. Is that Siren? That Siren is... I like that.
You like that, don't you? Just don't tell you why.
Well, no, I like the 4K. It's like a good resolution.
Goblin, you always seen that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just showing the foil because the foil is nice and shiny. There's Hades again.
Yep.
Neo Bahamut. Here's another Ultimecia. And our last card is Amaric, who was also spoiled in, was it Toronto?
Take that, Daluma. Toronto.
Yeah, so he's got the built-in Minwu effect, and every time he attacks, all of your other forwards gain plus 2,000 power. So yeah, that mini Gipple
What's
effect.
his job title?
Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Just making
They
sure
barely fit that in there. Like, it's just right to the edge.
They shrink it. For sure.
Is it actually smaller text? They had some of these cards do have like Ishtola. The new Ishtola has tighter, smaller text.
I think it is. You compare that to like standard unit right next, like over there for Shock Trooper.
Yeah,
and then,
maybe.
like it's like just a little bit smaller. Yeah.
All right.
So do you think tribal's a thing?
Well, I mean, they're supporting
Warriors,
monks, warriors, FFTA2.
But I mean, FFTA2 is a category. It's not a.
Yeah, I know, but you can.
Princesses.
But I mean, 2 is a category, and they've got cards like Guy that support. That support that. So I mean,
I'm trying to think. Princesses, knights.
I mean, the thing about this game is that they can use categories in a tribal-like way. So.
I guess. I'm trying to think.
Like looks like how Volker works with all the 11 forwards. Doesn't matter what job they are. So.
Volker?
No, Volker.
Oh, okay.
Volker.
I was like, Volker.
No. Volker. Okay, Shinra. This monk again. I like that monk. Then again, I'm a sucker.
Penguin.
Pavlov's penguin. Yeah.
Like,
Bart's is now a penguin.
We had a Schrodinger cat, and now we have a Pavlov's penguin.
All right, just to show off the foil.
I love
Bard there. Yeah. There we
I love alliteration and everything, but Pavlov's penguin, that just doesn't feel right.
Zeus. There's that Ramu again.
Away. All right.
And last card in the pack is a new Mont Blanc who says, "Oh, I'm in this set."
I wasn't reading that. I was saying, because that's... Well, too bad it's not a...
Oh, you didn't even read that it said, "Oh," yeah. It says, "Oh." Choose one forward, deal 2,000 damage for each TA2 forward. Remember I was talking about how a title can be a tribal? Well, he's based off of FFTA2 forward.
The other Mont Blanc search for March.
Yes.
So this one does... I don't know. I'm iffy.
Yeah, because lots of people are playing that other Mont Blanc, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I was hoping more for a different March, something more worth searching for, than another Mont Blanc that you're searching for.
Well, if you're not using March anyway, then it's a 2CP 2CP Fire Moogle.
You've got Moogle Tribal with Moogle Bros.
Yeah.
And the Sarah, so I guess so.
You can do Fire Wind and use that the forward that gets plus 2,000 power if you have another FFTA2 forward. Alright. We gotta get through these before our flight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if they're gonna let us do security with all these cards.
We gotta get back to. Yeah, I know, right? If you've ever tried to fly with cards,
Yeah, I gotta play Friday night. Okay.
They don't mess around at the airport. The cards, they're gonna look through your stuff. Okay.
I gotta make sure we make that Friday Night Fantasy.
Friday Night Final Fantasy.
So I just call it Friday Night Fantasies.
I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah, you say it's a Final Fantasy. There's more than one, okay? I ain't gonna.
Hey, you got 2 evokers in a row. Different evokers.
It might be Final Fantasy 15, but I can tell you for sure it is not the last Final Fantasy you'll ever see.
Yeah. All right. Nice.
Pull it back a little bit.
Yep,
There
we
you
go.
With a
Pretty summoner.
with a Garuda.
With the Garuda Eggy. Yeah. Sid's so happy. Look at that. That's the face of happiness right there. Yep.
It's a mug only your mother would.
Mrs. Mother of Sid.
Mrs. Highwind.
No, it's not Sid Highwind. Different Sid.
Okay, fine.
All right. Minwoo. We did see Minwoo as
been
well.
Spoiled before?
Yep, been spoiled, and there we go. Yeah. Oh, went away.
Let me see. There you go.
There we go. Okay. We saw him, but yes, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. You add 1 summon into your hand, so you get, he's got the effect like Realm and what's the other one that does?
What, the top 5?
Top 5.
Wall. There's a lot of them.
That's true. Wall's another. I thought there was another water one, but maybe I'm just thinking of something else. Oh no, it's Luso from Wind. Luso looks for FFTCG.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, and then when he attacks, you get to cast summons for free because why not? So. Yeah, another Final Fantasy 2 card there. So if you're doing like Water Wind with 2, then yeah.
It's wait, free summons, right?
Yeah, 4 or less, you get to cast a summon. It doesn't even have to be a water summon. It could be any summon of cost 4 or less. You can just throw in Odin, so you can cast it with either Garnet or with Minwoo.
Phoenix Urianger.
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm trying to think. What's the most bang for the buck 4-drop summon?
You want to know what the worst one would be? Cactar. You get 0 damage with Cactar.
No, Bahamut. The new Bahamut. Deal 1K, take 1 damage.
Yeah, but Cactar would get you 0 damage. It would be you'd be getting nothing for it.
So bad.
Like, well, how many different elements did you use? Oh, well, 0. I just cast it for free with Minwoo. Oh, okay. Well, that's 0 damage then.
Like, yeah, I'm trying to think. What would be
good 4 CP?
More. I mean, just playing.
Kucha Lane will get you a card draw too, so it's free and you get a card draw. At that point, you're generating CP.
I'm trying to think. Modular to. Well, I guess Glacia Labola is never too bad.
Yeah.
But on a 4-drop 7K, you're not speeding out, so I don't think that really fits the theme. Not sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you just have a very summon heavy water deck.
Not sure. I'll have to think about it.
All right. Kyros, Scholar, Kate's, Quetzalcoatl, Evoker, Morbard. Alright, what is our foil going to be today? Hey, it's a foil guy! Foil guy, yep.
Just like you got on your pre-release today.
He kind of looks like Vin Diesel to me, just a little bit. Like, I know people are like really divided on this art.
I live my life quarter mile at a time.
the guy in the Furious.
Let me go a little deeper. Let me go talk Weasel Beaver with you.
I am Guy.
Yeah, but he's he speaks Weasel.
Yeah, you probably are seeing him.
Beaver.
Yeah, you're seeing him in your pre-release pack. But if you're watching this and you haven't done your pre-release yet, yes, he's brave. For each Category 2 character other than him, he gets plus 1k, and when he's put into the field from the break zone, you activate all your forwards. So he takes 1 for the team and activates everybody, which is kind of cool.
Reverse Renoa.
Yes, Reverse Renoa.
Him and Renoa hate each other.
Wing Vern and a Deep Vern. We've got...
If Guy blocks Renoa does everything, because attacking... Well, actually, no.
No, it's the non-turn... Or the turn player's auto ability go on the stack first. So if they block with Renoa, then...
it's okay.
But they both have to die. So I mean, they're both at 7k. Okay. They're both at 7k.
So ideal situation. You're at... The opponent's at 6.
Yeah.
And you're using your Guy to attack into the Renoa.
Yeah.
And then as the active turn player, the Guy ability, the Guy trigger will go on stack first, Renoa going on top, doling all your forwards and reactivating all of them, and then you can attack for the win.
Yep.
The other way around doesn't work though. Don't block with Guy and then
Just don't do it.
you act.
Fermelda, she says hi. Hi. She's a sword saint.
again,
Yeah, I'm
no,
working
no.
on it. I'm working on it. There
There
we
you
go.
go.
She's so sword saint. When she enters the field, you choose an active forward your opponent controls. Deal it 4K for each sword saint you have. Which you might be asking yourself, who are the sword saints? That would be her and Sid Orlandu.
And Bart's.
And Bart's. And if you have an orator forward, then anybody could be a sword saint.
Bart's the sword saint. So what happens?
So yeah, they get 4K damage for each.
Okay.
Come on, 4K damage for each
You're
sword
like
saint.
off-centered. That's why. It's
Yeah.
Trying to put it over the blue die that it'll help you center
fair
out.
enough. Anyway, that's what she does. She's the only other sword saint
Is
we
it a
have
she?
other than. Yeah, Fermelda says she. I'm pretty
Was
confident.
it a he?
If it's a he, then everybody will comment on this video and let me know that Fermelda is a he.
I'm just kidding. It's probably a she. It's okay. Larsa is a girl, and the fourth son.
No, Larsa's not a
Fourth
girl.
son.
Stop it.
Of the-
Fourth-born son of the emperor. Did you just assume Larsa's gender?
Larsa is a prince. It's not even a prince. It's
Fourth-born son.
It's the son of an
Fourth-born
emperor.
son. Son of an emperor.
but the son of an emperor is not a prince.
This is getting a little too complex here. All right.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
What is the title for the son of an emperor? I don't know.
Emperorling. I don't know, man. Future emperor. Emperor in waiting.
All right. Yeah, I've been there, done that.
Fancy foil.
Ooh.
Fancy foil is all right. Over the dice.
Yeah.
Foil
Fancy
Ultimecia.
voice.
Foil Ultimecia. We talked about hers.
I like
moments ago.
her like Gundam helmet.
She's got like she's got some kind of wolfy thing going on up there.
Gundam
I
helmet.
don't know. She's got the Dissidia look going on.
Okay. Is she Dissidia? Oh,
Yes,
she is
she's
Dissidia.
Dissidia.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, it is a wolf thing.
We built Dissidia.
No. Don't make me edit that out. So,
Good luck with that.
I can't edit live, but I'm gonna do it. Somehow.
We have to put this out before we leave, so you know. All right. Last card is
Holy
Minfilia. Oh yeah. All right.
That's
I
a
gotta
trophy.
get this.
Trophy waifu.
Yeah, it's literally a trophy wife.
Trophy waifu.
Okay, so she is. All right, that's as close as I'm gonna get there.
Okay,
So she's a scion again.
Let me. There you go.
All right. When she enters the field, choose up to 2
You can touch it.
characters.
Yeah, you
All
can do
right.
it. You can do it if you want
Choose
to.
up to 2 characters in your break zone. Add them to your hand, and then she's got action ability 2 Earth, 1 of anything, and dull. Put her in the break zone. Choose 1 light character or dark character and break it. So if anybody has played
I
through
was so busy
Heaven's
going
Word, you know the reference on this. You know why she looks so much different than the starter Minfilia. That card is so pretty. I can't wait to see this in foil.
Mm-hmm.
This card in foil is going to be gorgeous. And yes, you might, if you want a local qualifier, you're used to this image. If you got any of that 7th anniversary collector box that was amazing, then you've seen that too. I think no, there weren't sleeves. It was just the box, I think. But
I think they're I've seen sleeves, or there will be. I don't know.
yeah. So if you don't want to use the other, Minfilia, I mean, because like this one will work in a deck that's not based around scions. Like it doesn't. You don't have to use scions. Versus the other one, you wouldn't use it unless you're using at least a couple of scions.
You know,
But
it'd be funny if she was like Final of 6 Dawn.
she's a legend, by the way.
Oh, okay.
She's a legend, so she's one of the Earth legends in the set.
Waifu.
Waifu material.
Trophy waifu.
Trophy waifu.
She's a trophy art if
Yeah.
you don't understand, and she is waifu material.
If you love it, then you should have put a ring on it. That card's so pretty. Yeah.
Does she call you back to the sands?
Waking Sands? No, she's past that point. She's gone
Okay.
through.
So no spoilers.
I'm
no
not
spoilers.
doing spoilers. I'm trying to find a creative way to say it.
Hashtag Opus 6 spoiler, no spoiler.
Yeah. This is like spoilers from like a year ago or something.
Hey, it still counts.
She's seen some stuff. Let's just go with that. She's seen some stuff. Okay.
Not my waifu.
Yeah, your waifu. She's been around. All right.
She has not been around. She is a lady. Can you take that back?
Chime time.
Oh.
All right, who's our foil this time around? Oh, look, more relevancy for our spoiler. So, foil Zell. He's so happy. Look at him. He's just so glad to be here.
Like a...
Did we talk about him earlier today?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I read it out.
All right. Wasn't
We
sure.
read out just about every card, even
Yeah.
in sale.
Yeah, we got a regular Zell too. So
Oh.
so we've got this is a double Zell pack. Zell's Bells. Leviathan. And what do we got for the last one? It's Materia. That one.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a reverse.
She's Spiritus, but for light. She's literally exactly the same thing. So she can be on the field even if you have other light characters. You can play multiple light characters, and you can search for a light forward when she enters the field and add it to your hand. So that's Materia.
If Spiritus is a little bit of a dark alcohol for you, here's the lighter version.
She's,
like Bud and Bud Light.
She's got a that's just an interesting outfit. It feels like it's incomplete.
No, it's complete.
I know that it is. It just feels incomplete.
I don't know how you know how it feels. Have you worn that outfit before?
You know, you have Leon armor in your house, and I don't talk about what's in my house.
Hey, I don't live in Australia. We're visiting friends in Australia.
Yeah. She's a goddess, all right?
She can wear whatever she wants.
She can wear whatever she wants, or not wear whatever she doesn't want.
She can create whatever clothes she wants anyways.
She's not a rebel, but she's still a rebel.
She's still going through a rebellious phase.
Yeah. It's not a phase. But her name's Materia, so I just want to, like, slot her into armor.
Whoa. She's a little light on the material. Just kidding. That was horrible.
Alright, here's our foil, which is Foil Paladin. He's both shiny and durable. He's like... He's like cookingware. I don't know.
Cookingware?
Yeah.
Jeez. Shiny and durable.
Shiny and durable.
Some pickup trucks?
Okay.
Alright.
Last card is...
Legendary!
That is a pretty Dragoon right there. Look at that Estinian. You thought we were only going to get one Estinian? There's two Estinians.
Like the time we got Renoa.
Let's see. Can I get this? All right, over the...
There you go.
There we go. Okay. Look at that. Holding the Eye of Nidhogg, which is only mildly a spoiler, whatever. But
I have Nidhogg.
Nidhogg.
This pig that's called Nid.
So Nidhogg is like Hraesvelgur's frenemy. So yeah, if you control 5 or more backups, he gets haste, and when he's blocked, you break the blocking forward.
Yeah.
Nothing can survive being attacked by Estinian. He's got action ability, 1 lightning to activate him, and then he can attack once more this turn, and you can only use his ability during your turn and only once per turn. So on your turn, you can attack with him. If they choose to block, the thing dies, and then you can spend 1 to make him activate him and attack again, and then if they block again, something else dies. So Dragoons...
Let me give you a little story.
Dragoons are a thing, man.
It's not even just Dragoons, it's just more lightning's back.
Yeah, because it doesn't even require anything with Dragoons, to be honest. This
so
card is...
You just go ahead, get hit, get those Diaz and Odins in your damage zone. You play your 5 backups, including your brand new spiffy Opus VI summoners, the 4 ones you just got. Then you play a 5-drop Estinian.
Wow.
And you pay 1... you can go ahead and attack twice a turn by using 1 lightning CP.
That card is so beautiful.
It has haste.
It is just a pretty card. Like the foil of this, I don't know why that foil isn't $30 yet.
Probably is.
I don't know.
It's probably not $30 yet because nobody put it up yet.
Go check online. Somebody should be selling it for at least $30.
You know why it's not $30 yet? Because everybody is trying to get a playset of it before
they're still playing their pre-release.
Oh, trust me, I'm already putting my cards on eBay. I mean, no, not eBay. Sorry, not sponsored. Hashtag Australian Bay.
Australian Bay. That just sounds like you've got a girlfriend in Australia named Minphilia.
Some Aussie girls are pretty hot. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, they're ladies.
They're ladies.
Beautiful, wonderful.
You be respectful.
Yeah. We're just getting around. Lots of respect for all women and ladies out there. You guys are great.
Yep. I can't get over that Estinian, though. That Estinian is... Whew.
No, but really, Estinian, that...
Foil Alcid.
Speaking of Bay, this one is not so salty anymore.
Yeah, he's done with the salt.
He went on a... He had high cholesterol, so he had to... no, high blood pressure.
High blood pressure.
He had to lower his sodium intake.
Yeah.
Titan.
That card rocks.
Yeah.
Hey, it's another guy. Yeah. Vin Diesel's back.
Release another guy. You can just say it's another girl. You know?
It's a rebellious guy right there.
So I heard a story that... So, guy can talk to beavers, but technically he was supposed to talk to dragons and just took that away from him, right?
I don't know, man.
Like, I think there's a part in the story where somebody talks to a dragon.
Uh-huh.
And it was actually supposed to be a guy, but instead they said, like, oh, he can only talk to beavers, no one else. And I was like, that's just messed up, man. Like, you took away the cool part, and also it's like, hey, look, he's got a beaver friend.
So he's good at building dams? It's that dam guy?
Oh, that hurts. It's okay. I think Australians will enjoy your humor.
Really?
Maybe.
Are they more into puns?
It wouldn't pass in America,
Are they
though.
more into puns?
It would not pass in America.
Yeah, they're not going back into the U.S.
Yeah, they might not.
This is my home now.
Alright. You can call out the names, so just in case.
Okay, Evoker, Summoner, Raptor, Shock Trooper, another Evoker, another Dragoon. You can actually read these cards pretty well, so I think people will see it.
Well,
but
you never know.
Sid Hayes, oh, wow. Okay, this has been spoiled, but dang is that pretty.
That's Nidhogg's eye.
That's not Nidhogg's eye. That's not Nidhogg's eye. This is a Warrior of Light.
Nidhogg's other eye.
It really isn't. This is another, not Wool, but Warrior of Light. Yeah, when you enter the field, you can choose a standard unit of cost 2 or less and play it onto the field. So it's not just going to your hand; you actually play it to the field. So considering that you're playing Earth, you might be playing a WRO member or
monk.
or a monk if you're doing monk tribal or pugilist.
Does he have to be a forward? As a character.
Oh no, standard unit. It could be a backup.
Yep, that's what
could be a backup. Yep. It doesn't have to be Earth, so it could be any element. I'm just saying if you're playing this, you're probably playing Earth cards. You can get the WRO backup if you want, or you can get a Monk backup, or any of those. And then get to the field, and then he also gets 2,000 power till the end of the turn. Oh, no, sorry, that's a separate auto ability. When a job standard unit enters the field, he gets plus 2,000 power till the end of the turn, such as the turn that he enters, although he doesn't have haste, so you can't attack with him. And then... his special is Indomitable Charge, which is an S and 2 Earth. Until the end of the turn, all the forwards you control gain 3,000 power and Brave. That's fantastic. That's minorly smaller Gipple and Brave to everybody.
I can't even keep track of everything that just happened.
So, yeah, his special gives all of your forwards 3,000 power and Brave.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. So
I mean, like it.
You have to be playing defensively, have a stalemate.
Well, if there's a deck that's going to play defensively, it's Earth. So
yeah. Use a special and go over the top that way, and then hold back, and after that, maybe get a Gipple afterwards and do it again. Yeah. Or in combination with anything else that might do a group boost, like a Cyclops or something like that, or who knows, a Cognasso. You know, you just Cognasso to do power reduction to all of them.
Yeah, if you're doing Water Earth, you can get a Knight back, the Water Knight. Okay, last card.
Ta-da!
Yuna! We're getting a lot of legends at the end. We got.
Hey, she's gonna go perfect with those sleeves we got today.
Yes, all those pretty sleeves. Look, she's got Pain and Riku in the back. Backing her up there.
Or is it?
It is. I mean, spoiler alert for I don't know how many years ago, but it is. Yeah. So if you're not familiar with her, she either you have the option of either playing a Gull Wings forward from your hand with her, or you can search for one. So if you have it in your hand. Awesome. If you don't, she'll get it for you. Other than herself, you can't get another Yuna. And then she's got an action ability that is costs 1, and then you remove 3 summons from your break zone from the game. Choose a Gull Wings forward, activate it, and gets 1,000 power. So that one, it feels like more like your mileage may vary, but just if you have Riku in play, and you play her with the Opus 1 Pain, then you'll pay 6, but you'll end up reactivating 3 backups at most and getting a card draw. Which, if you play your cards right, then you'll essentially be playing both Yuna and Pain for 1 CP in terms of if you calculate all that out. The end result is that you'll end up with only 1 less CP and resources than you started with.
I think she's pretty cool, especially in conjunction with Brother, Riku, and Pain. if you play out your turn so that, for example, first turn 2 drop, second turn like a brother, and
or Shinra will search for her too. So brother or Shinra will search for her.
And third turn, for example, if you have 3 copies of Yuna, 2 copies of both Riku and Pain, with brother you search out for whichever one's more useful to you, whether it is protection from abilities or protection from summons, depending on the matchup. Usually it's abilities.
Yep.
So you search out for I think it's like Riku from abilities, right?
Yeah, I think Riku's abilities and Pain is summons.
So you search out for Riku, and then with your 2 CP, the brother and the 2 CP backup that you had before, you can go ahead and play your Yuna in conjunction with Riku.
Yep.
And then protection from abilities. Take that, Mono Ice.
But yeah, the versatility of having 2 different searchers available is really good, I think, because then you can get 2 of those 3 pieces.
Was it first turn Shinra, second turn brother?
Well, I think Shinra costs 3 still, right? Or
is it? I thought it was 4.
No, maybe it is. Maybe it is 4. So you'd want to do brother turn 2 and Shinra turn 3.
Or maybe Shinra turn 1 and brother turn 2. And, I don't know.
Well,
it's kind of iffy.
Yeah, I mean,
4 drop.
I always like the 2 into 3 into 4 play personally.
Yeah. 4 play.
I was gonna let that one go.
Nope. We're in Australia. We get
really
down under.
Oh. Okay, Celeste, Ninja, Dark Knight, For Whom the Bell Chimes, Locke, Cactar, Colossus. Our foil is foily sail. Pretty. RB might be coming for that one.
All right, RB. I'll see you. I'll see you at Gen Con.
I think this is gonna be RB's foil dragoons. Basically, that's gonna be his foil dragoons.
He's gonna have a folder. He's gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna be their collection right there, RB's collection. So, all right, Isail, Wingvern, Snow Giant, Adia again, and we've been getting a lot of legends. Do we have any more left? Nope, that's Kurosame, who's not a legend. But did we talk about Kurosame yet? No, okay. Oh yeah, because I forgot if we got the
anime.
Yep, that anime look. When he enters the field, you can search for one card name Emina or card name Kazusa and add it to your hand. And the forwards other than Kurosama you control gain plus 1,000 power. So not quite the same as the Warriors of Light for other elements, but still gives you the plus 1k and then has a search in there as well. So it ends up being kind of, if you get the search off, then you're getting it for effectively 3 CP. So you're getting a similar deal there as far as a 3 CP forward. They don't get an action ability, or Kurosame doesn't get an action ability like the other ones, but it's very the anime art is very pretty though. So yep, that foil.
I'm still thinking about it, like a 5-drop that have to force discards. I forgot what Emina did though. I said Emina.
I know.
Okay, I said it right.
No, I'm laughing because I think I was so worried about saying the name correctly that it didn't register in my head. I didn't remember exactly what all Emina did either.
Anemone.
Eminem. Just call it Eminem. Didn't you know that card's a rapper? She was in a rapper.
What's your rapper? I thought that was like Your Pain.
No, man, that's J-pop. J-pop. She wants to know what she can do for you. Still find these 1 CP backups really interesting. Just the fact that they can decide to include them. Hey, we were asking about which Gullwing does what, and yes, it is Riku that makes it so they can't be chosen by abilities. So,
it's funny she's not Al-Bed though.
Well, no, it wouldn't fit with the Gullwings.
I don't know.
the Gullwings, the whole
thing
tribe.
with Waka and Al-Bed, you know. Yeah.
Ruby Dragon, Moogle from 11.
Ooh, I love that
again,
Moogle.
Again, Mushusu, and it's of course the Moogle is in the in your in room or whatever. I forget what they called it. Mog House is your Mog House. Okay.
That's a Mog House.
Yeah, in 11, that was where you got to put your stuff was in a Mog House, but it was really just like a single room. It was.
Where does the Mog live?
No, the Mog's your servant. The Mog's just there to like manage all your inventory.
I don't like that. But he retrieves stuff.
He was really pleasant. He was really pleasant.
Yeah,
he was happy to do his job.
Well, if you have enough Mogs, they go get your stuff for you like a servant. That's what he mean, though.
Yeah. All right. Oh, it's the Warrior of Light we just talked about. So, yeah, we saw him.
Non-foil this time.
Yeah, we saw him before, though.
Nidhogg's Eye. Got it.
It's not Nidhogg's Eye, man. No, it's by the power of Grayskull, man.
Fine. It's Halveg, whatever.
Graysvelger?
Graysvelger's
Eye.
He's missing an eye, isn't he?
He is missing an eye, but that's a
his eye
spoiler.
right here.
You said not to talk about spoilers.
Well, it's on the picture.
That's not his eye.
He's got one eye on the picture. What do you want me to think?
Yes, but...
Hey, I don't care how he missed his eye. It's not a spoiler. He's looking at you with one eye like all crossed out.
Maybe he's just winking at you.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, he's not getting me more comfortable. He's just staring at me and winking at me. He's still a big dragon, no matter how light
You're just like, am I supposed to look at the eye or the empty hole?
I don't know.
This Chocomog is still so cute. Searches for... So if you want to do Chocobo Tribal or Moogle Tribal, Chocomog's got you covered. It's the Venn diagram of searchers. Mm-hmm. And it's experts. So... Right. What foil will we get today? This is a pretty one.
Whoa.
Minwoo foil. He's coming for you. He's got that look like he's just like coming right at you. Going, I'm about to cast a summon. I'm going to cast summon. Yeah.
Should have been like a ninja mage.
But
then, I don't know if that would help.
The amazing Minwoo. Yep. How much longer before you kick me out of this room?
How much longer before Australia puts you in jail before kicking
you said they like puns more than America.
They would not even want to kick you back to America. America's not going to accept you. I don't even know what they're going to do. They're probably going to throw you to the... What do they have? What kind of... They have a lot of horrible monsters there. Like
they're going to send me to New Zealand because they don't like New Zealand.
Ooh.
Just saying. All right.
Mordor. I say Mordor.
Paul, another Final Fantasy II character, by the way.
Read that out.
Yeah, I will read it out. He's a thief. 4K. He cannot be blocked by a forward of cost 3 or more, so you need to get a cost 2 forward to block him. When Paul deals damage to your opponent puts the top 5 cards of his or her deck into the break zone. Is Mill a thing yet?
Is he a legendary at least?
No, he's a hero.
Oh god.
We need a hero.
Dude, that's stupid.
And he's wind, so you can play Leon and then follow it up with Paul and be like, come on back, Leon. We're all good. Everything's fine.
Dude, not even
You're forgiven.
That. I mean...
He's a thief.
He requires immediate action. Otherwise, like 2-3 hits, like 3 or less, like 3 or more can't block. Right?
3 or more can't block.
I think he's gonna make two CP a thing.
Now Thaumaturges, when you have 2 cards left in your hand, they'll block him all day long. Rigdia will block him all day long, but a lot of 2 CP Knight will block him. Actually, for that matter, so will Realm or Mira. There's a whole lot of things that will block him. Actually. Now that I think of it.
Well, Dataluma will ping him.
Dataluma will ping him down.
Yeah. But
so
I don't know.
Yeah.
Paul is.
Yeah.
If you have Paul in your pre-release kit, I'm gonna say it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Especially
40 cards.
40 card minimum. A 5 cards on a 40 card minimum, or you're gonna mill like crazy at that point. Although people might be using more 2 CP forwards and sealed. To be honest.
Yeah, and then after that, your 4 CP AK is gonna come and crashing into those guys.
Can you imagine playing that Dark Lord in a sealed game where you only got 40 cards? You're just like, there goes 25% of my deck.
No, I would not imagine that. It's not gonna happen.
I don't even care, man.
My name's not Clarmelia from Clarmelia Chronicles. I
will not play man. The Clarmelia Chronicles. Does that have Vin Diesel in it? You're right. Yeah. Shinra is 4 costs.
But EX.
Yes, he is EX. He's a youth.
He's a youth?
Yeah, you know what's the problem?
Now Bars is a youth.
What's the problem with today's youth?
They cost too much.
Raptor foil.
Yeah.
She's a wing-a-ling raptor.
They're spending all that money on that avocado toast and that Starbucks. That's what that youth is doing. They're all hipster.
Shinra's a millennial.
Alright.
Time for the last card of the pack. Last card of the pack is Squall. We saw Squall earlier in foil version. Yes,
I believe so.
Foil version of Squall. So
heroic. Right?
Heroic, yeah. So once again, if your opponent has 2 cards or less in their hand, then he gets haste and first strike because why not? And if they have no cards in their hand, he's plus 3,000 power because why not?
I'm trying to see why is this.
Have we drifted?
Maybe slightly.
A little bit. It's the rotation of the Earth.
Yeah, down under, things move.
So, yeah, there's that Squall. Seed candidate,
searchable. Battle Heart. I still want to see if there's a Renoa. What if there's a Cypher Amano art?
Well, I mean, the fact that we already got one cipher, it's possible we'll get two.
Estinian style,
But-
dude. Like, just double that up.
That Estinian with the Nidhogg's eye.
Was that like a Mobius art or was that 14 art?
No, that's 14 art. Mobius, I don't think.
Does he look like that normally? Can I play as him?
Well, no, you play as a generic warrior of light.
Can I play as his cameraman? If he looks that cool all the time.
No, but if you play Heaven's Word, you get to like have him as basically the equivalent of a party member for storyline purposes for like the entire time. It's a great story. Anybody who hasn't played 14, like Heaven's Word is just fantastic on all levels.
Okimoto fanboy, like, just follow Estinian around and just put the camera on him all the time.
Pretty much. Estinian and Isael are like the best odd couple ever, I'm just saying.
Oh. Not like Aerith and Cloud.
No.
Tifa and Cloud. Or...
Alright, foil lock. Foil theater rhythm lock.
What do you think? Odd couples. Gardet Zidane.
You're just really going for it.
Oh,
hey, here's what Emina does. She chooses a forward opponent controls and freezes, and then she's got that ability to choose a dull forward and break it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I
Here's
really
a couple of Mobius 7 summons in a row, Leviathan and Ramu.
Yeah, I don't really know if I want to Kurosame into an Emina.
No one does. No one does. Oh, hey, it's Leziford again.
Good times.
Yeah, look at him. He's just...
What was it, a top 5 cards or something like that?
Yeah, top 5 cards and plays a wind character of 5 or less for free. And then you can return it. No, not return to your hand. You make a damage. The forward deals 0 till the end of the turn. So he says, "Oh, you're gonna deal damage, huh? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't think I've seen any 5 CP win forwards yet.
None of the new ones. No. Oh, you know who else you can play? Redis. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Sky Pirate support, guys.
No.
Leziford is Sky Pirate support.
No, not doing this. I refuse.
We're down to 2 packs, by the way, for those of you keeping track at home.
Man.
2 packs left. 2 packs left.
This is like...
All
gotta
good
make
things,
that flight, man.
all good things must come to an end, including
Come on,
this
Jared,
box.
we gotta make that flight.
Yep, I'll get through these 2 packs, don't you worry. We'll see if your dreams come true and if they put a Renault in this set or not.
Dude, I want a mono art India.
A mono idea? I would imagine that'd be pretty sick right there, actually.
A mono art
everything. A mono everything. I'm just gonna make
mono
an Amano deck.
Oh,
yeah,
Amano.
Yeah, it's my Amano element
Okay.
deck. It's just gonna be nothing but Amano art. Again, foil evoker. We've seen that before, but not with the other collector number on the bottom.
I think the only evoker that's kind of stood the test of time so far is the lightning one.
Yeah, because Lulu is a thing.
Yeah, because Idia is a thing.
That too.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Adia, that Adia,
Come on,
that Adia is sassy. By the way, look at that.
Come
She's
on.
just something's gonna
Amano
go.
Idia.
Amano Adia.
I don't know if it even exists.
Amano Adia, and it's Kane. We saw this Kane earlier. The he's not a rebel though. We saw the foil version of this card.
You backstabbed me yet again.
Top 5 betrayals. All right, are you ready for the last pack? Are you ready for it?
I don't know.
I wasn't asking you. I was asking people who are watching the video right now. Comment if you're ready for the last pack.
I don't care about their emotions right now. I care about my emotions. I want a foil Estinian. I'd be pretty happy with that.
Oh man, that foil Estinian would just be. Yeah. Everybody else needs to go get their foil Estinian signed by Okamoto. That's all I'm saying.
And Kageyama.
He'll be like, "Who signed this?" But don't worry about it. Just sign it, Kageyama. Last pack. It's the final countdown.
Foil Estinian.
All right, can we
I
do it?
to live big.
All right, Laurent's got big dreams right now.
The Australian luck is gonna get it.
Raptor, Soldier, Ward. I'm just doing word association at this point. Zoo, Quetzalcoatl. All right, we're coming up to the last foil. Are you ready to see what the last foil is? Because this is the card before it, which is a Cactar. I know you might have to look away. What do we got here for the last foil? The last foil is Oh, it's a different Dragoon foil.
The disappointment. Backstab yet again, Kane.
So much betrayal. So much betrayal. That
Kane.
Kane. Yep. All right. But you know who's going to want that? Mr. Okamoto. So you've got a buyer for that card.
I don't know. I'm just sad now.
You're sad now?
Oh, that's just another
I'm sorry.
I want more Stygians.
You're only gonna get one.
Fine, I want a legendary E-Sale.
Everybody wants legendary E-Sale. Thornton,
Fine,
which is also from 14. Okay, last card in the box. You all ready for the last card in the box? Any guesses?
Legendary.
Any guesses?
Legendary
I'm asking them, not you. Write down your answer now, and then I'll flip it over, and you can tell yourself whether you.
If you need longer, just press pause. We're gonna do it now.
Yep. All right. Last card is Hilda.
Duh.
Betrayed by Hilda. A mono art though. She's gonna go in my Amano deck. It's my Amano win deck because if I'm lucky, I'll win once.
Oh God, God no.
That's our last.
All right, guys, that's it. I don't even know if you want. I'll pull up the other stuff later on. Don't worry about it. The legendaries and everything. We'll keep track of it later. I should have probably kept it in a different pile, but it's a giant pile right now. We're gonna get ready to fly out because Friday Night Fantasies.
Friday Night Final Fantasy.
Friday Night Final Fantasy is gonna happen tonight. So
we gotta get home.
All right, but thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I'm Laurent.
And I'm Jared Scott.
And this was our Opus 6 box opening.
Yep.
Thank you, Square Enix.
Yeah, big thank you to Square Enix for providing this so that we could bring this video to you guys. Hope you're all enjoying your pre-release weekend.
All the way from Australia. Much love. If you don't know who we are the Break Zone.
Yep.
And also thank you to our sponsor, Magic Tech Games. They should be getting these kinds of singles, not these exact singles, but these Opus 6 singles in whenever people trade them in, or in a week when the set releases officially.
Yep.
For the street release.
1 week from today.
Yep. And for Listinian, how is that card not $30 yet?
Yeah. Go check. Tell us if it's $30.
Because if it is, I'm buying it. All right, so thank you very much for tuning in, and we will catch you next time.
See you then.